you go.
Yeah.
Depending on what you get, but and it's
Yeah,
like
that's usually what my wife and I use our K-cups on.
yeah. So just
But whenever I leave the house, I never take a coffee cup in the car because I have learned a very valuable lesson times over.
yeah. Yes.
I have had to clean the inside of my wife's car and my truck multiple times from I'll just set this up here for a minute. And then I set it up there and I'm like, oh, gotta go. And I go to back up. And as soon as I back up and I hit the
It's
brake,
in your lap.
it's
basically.
all
Yeah.
over the car. And I'm like, oh yeah. Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying.
Easier to clean all over the floor. Oh,
But it is. But I will tell you it's just from it's just it was just cheaper to spend $20 for that thing where you add your own water each cup. It's like whatever. It's like it's $20 for that, and it's like buy your own buy the K cups. It's like like $5 or $6 at Walmart for a 12-pack.
yeah. We get ours from Walmart.
Yeah, I mean it's like what I spent between the two. I spent $30, and that
Yeah, but it's
after 10 coffees, it's paid for.
yeah, it's repeatable at that point.
Yeah. Oh, are you a coffee drinker?
No, drink coffee.
Ah, kind of why you fall asleep. Hey.
Coffee is coffee is a coat. You know the victory of coffee.
It's cute.
Yeah.
You wake up, you drink it. People were tired of being tired.
No, I thought the history.
There's a coffee, a particular Turkish coffee, where what they do is they feed it to cats. The cat digestive juices do something for the taste, and they collect the beans when they take it out and they wash them off. Like, no, thank you. No, thank you.
There we go.
Like, where did my cat go? I was looking for that thing yesterday. Like, where did it go? Did you see all the monies you got?
Yes. Now, so there's a couple of things that I haven't dealt with.
Okay.
One of them is attunement.
Attunement. Okay.
Okay, one I haven't dealt with that, and also I haven't dealt with spell casting focus.
Third level. I want to look at some of that stuff you got.
Okay.
It's in the book.
A
It's in the book.
focus. I'm going to do that one first. Okay.
Got some stuff.
A spellcaster has, if a spell has a thing for a component, like we'll just say fireball, which has a pinch of sulfur, okay, a component. There's no gold piece cost. It's just a pinch of sulfur. the spell web, you need to have a spider web from anywhere as a component. A spell
light me up. Instead of me crawling behind you.
Yeah, I'll let you crawl behind me. A spell focus allows you to cast spells without those inconsequential components.
Which I hate, by the way.
Yes, you do, but the thing is, a lot of those are like, okay, it's really irrelevant. Okay, you need a pinch of dirt, or
True. It's not that, but even the focus is like, it's more the sequence versus anything else.
yeah.
Because on your downtime, you are supposed to
Well,
spend X amount of gold between adventures, which restocks your basic supplies. And nobody does that.
and a spell component.
So that's how that is supposed to, okay, good. I also didn't, I'm like, well, so do I have to go through everything and just, figure out, okay, so I
No.
need a web to this, I need to find this, I need to find that.
No. However, there are some that require like Find Familiar requires 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal and incense.
And
And you
chocolate and incense is you spend the 10.
you just spend the 10 gold and you get it.
But let's say, for example, because we do this all the time. Let's say, for example, the familiar gets, stepped on. Well, what do you have? Did you buy just one set, or do you have 3 or 4 sets of this stuff?
Okay.
If you don't have it, you can't bring back your familiar. You gotta pay them.
Oh, so that's good to know, because I didn't. Okay, cool.
Okay.
That was,
Yeah, what I do with Wizards of Night is I go familiar, and I'll just write 5 or 4 or 3, and that'll just tell me, I'm not going to have X. I can do it 5 times or 4 times. Oh crap!
Before you run out. Yeah.
okay,
Okay.
that's good to know.
And you need to take a look at some of these things. It's like, okay, it's
Yeah,
there's one spell that requires a 100 gold piece pearl, and I think it's Identify. Okay. Now it doesn't say it consumes it, so you
Right,
just
it
buy.
will say if it consumes.
Yeah.
It, so
If it's a 100 gold piece pearl, you buy a 100 gold piece pearl, and that's all you need to do. That's kind of like where you focus on that pearl.
yeah, there's another one that's X amount, but you gotta have this little bowl.
yeah,
But it doesn't consume the bowl. You keep the bowl, but you
Right.
gotta restock the stuff that goes in the bowl.
a pearl worth at least 100 gold piece and an owl feather.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just one of those things where, okay, you have to read the description of the spells and really, okay, some of the, like, I think,
Working on it.
so, yeah,
Yeah, we can hear you.
Gonna get ready and like get Devin in the car, get down to Fort Sill for 1 month.
Yeah, whatever you need to do.
Had to put some cast up last night. Something slipped on it, got real
something
tight.
buzzing.
Get it off today.
Yeah, there's something buzzing.
It's either the computer or the air thing.
Nope, that's good.
Back there.
Yeah, it's either the computer or the
Okay.
air freshener things. The air freshener usually always does this.
Okay. Alrighty, so we have cleared out. You can. because I did, let's put it this way, some people prefer will just quote unquote sell it in order to go ahead and, bless you. And just, if they want to buy something. But we have spellcasters here who could use gems for components. If you need like, I don't know if you heard before, like you say, if you need 100 gold piece pearl for identify, you can go ahead, you buy it off of that, and then that money goes back in to be split later, because I didn't split it. So I didn't work that into anything other than, it's available for our spellcasters, but it's,
But we still,
it was not added into the share values. So if you wanted to buy it, all right, say you want to buy, say, 300 gold piece worth of gems because you don't want to carry that much coin around, then that 300 gold pieces will go back into the pot to be split among everybody, yourself included.
already,
Kind of, sort of. I just did it this way because we're kind of caster heavy. If you want, I'll just split it up. Here you go. Have fun. And no, because if you, as a caster, buy it from the party, say that $300, it goes back in to the general fund to be split later. So I will get my cut.
like I say, that maybe that they were using the file, but if it goes back into the general fund, then split, yeah.
Yeah, it goes back into the general. It goes back.
That, let's say, I wanted to upgrade a weapon, let's say, just
Mhm.
whatever, and like I needed 100 gold pieces, could I take my cut of what's left of the gems in order to get the amount instead of, or that would be bought again, but I would still need to buy them.
No, I would have to do a full split for the party at that point.
You can't split a portion of this,
No, but if I were to give you 100 gold pieces, I'd have to give everybody a whole 100 gold pieces worth.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fine. I didn't understand what you're doing.
So we're back in Paradox, right?
Yeah, you're back in touch.
In town.
Well, the city.
In the city.
You can do whatever you want on your downtime.
Yeah, just send, if you want to get rid of something, like I told you to send me a private message, and I'd work it out.
Right.
Yeah, well,
Like platinum or gold, something.
yes, you can, but there's a money changer fee that's included.
Mhm.
So if you want to send me a private message how much you want to exchange, and I'll take care of it for you from the party funds. It's because, good Lord, yeah.
The city's a mess, but it's still a city.
Mhm. Yep.
100 to 1.
You remember what Or during our role play, we were talking about not having a kit available. We had the skill, but we didn't have the kit.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but once we got back here, I bought for my own because I'm skilled in it. I bought myself a smithing tools, trapper's tools, and an herbalism kit.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I already picked it up. It's not a big. It was only 5 gold. Not a big deal. But it's um anyway.
Right. Yeah, that's you know.
Yeah, we the group funds pays for all our rations and living expenses. It's always good to have a week on hand, but
Yeah. Yeah, I'm buying a burgers pack.
Yeah, I believe Friday you're level 5.
yes,
Yeah. I make sure I have the 2 set up. I almost got confused.
but we're not doing anything tomorrow.
No. I was starting to grab the Friday and going, hey, wait, something's wrong here. Thursday is level 3.
Yes, we just got level 3.
Friday party.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. No, Ron grabbed the wrong adventure pack. So he was going to send us into a level 5 adventure with level 3 characters.
Absolutely. I mean,
Whatever.
probably do it.
You know, Ron, I did try to call you when I was at Crowley's.
Oh, my phone's usually on mute. That's because it goes bing, 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 and Susie's sound asleep. I want to wake her up. And
All right, so
he's in that I'm retired mode. She goes to bed finally around 2, 3, maybe 4 in the morning. She gets caught up in a movie.
no, I'm in that kind of mode myself, sort of. Disabled, retired, same. I ain't working category,
Well, we're
Okay.
hoping she gets disability, but we'll see how that goes.
but I'm like, ugh, still gotta wake up in the
What would
morning.
she be qualified for disability for?
When she was in Noshi, she busted up her shoulder and her back. She's got the x-rays and everything, but it happened in Indo. So that's the issue for here.
Oh, because it happened overseas.
Well, because everything's written in Indonesian.
Oh, you can't get a certified copy, translation.
Sure, you want to pay for it?
How much is it?
Lots.
Really?
It's called another doctor. You have to see another doctor, American, to verify and certify.
Yeah.
It just can't go, here it is. Now, we sent it all because they said to go ahead and send it. They said, look, we'll see if we have an interpreter and stuff like that. They'll try to get it. But it's a question of yay or nay. So we sent the x-rays and all the paper. We sent everything. And that's all we can do. So hopefully they'll get an interpreter to read it and say, oh, okay.
All right. So where are we at right now?
You're in the city. You do what you want to do. I was listening to him about, can I exchange it? If you sent the money, if he wants to go out and exchange, that's what he does. No, I'm just saying, it doesn't matter how you do it. I'm saying you go out right now, you get back and you do what you want to do. You
Right,
have this time frame
correct.
to,
Like I bought my tools and
right.
I
You can either A, role play at, if there's something special you're after, just if it's all just basic stuff, say, look, we spent X amount of days re-gearing, resupplying, resting, taking a break, mainly just so I can jot it off on the time frame. But it's to make it simple, there's 5 days left in the equivalent of January. You can eat it the 5 days and go to work. It doesn't matter.
yeah.
So did you get all that? You get all those goodies you can do now?
Yeah, the fighter subclass. Like,
All right.
Jade fighter subclass a bunch. So like,
Yeah, I wrote it all down for you. The thing is, at some point, because I know my printing is crappy, at some point I can give you another sheet and you can write it down so you can read your own writing, read your writing versus trying to read mine.
All right, so here we are. All right. I mean, as far as Mullet is concerned, I've got everything I need.
Yeah, but you had a rough time, so it's more about
No,
R&R.
correct.
Like I said, there's only 5 days left in the equivalent of January, so just kind of eat that for all the little things you do.
And is that the end of the prepaid on the
That ends it.
okay.
You had those free 30 days. There's only the 5 days left. And now he's like, the deal is met. Now,
I don't suppose there's any place I can pick up another healing potion.
plenty of places.
Perfect.
There's this whole thing about finding magical items, stuff like that. I deal with that when it comes to things that are more pricey.
Yep.
But all of your standard stuff, the 50 gold or lower, everything like that, you can find. There's plenty of shops, they know there's adventures there. You got a brand new adventurers guild, and they're hopping.
Yeah.
50 gold.
how much are arrows? I could grab up a couple of arrows.
20 for a gold.
Yeah.
Got her team.
Yeah, you're okay. I wouldn't worry about you're not going to get 2 arrows. Wait until you're down to your last 5 by 20, then you'll have 25.
Talking, hold on.
All right, Ron.
I'm looking for +1 arrows.
+1 arrows are a magical item, and you have to find somebody who knows where there's a magic shop that has them. It is not a simple item such as 50 gold piece. I believe they're 150 per arrow. No. And that part isn't a house rule about the recovery thing. It says once a ranged weapon is used, its magic is shot. Hit or miss.
Yeah.
It
No, but the only ammo that can be reused is a stone that you pick up off the ground as a sling for your sling.
pretty much. But they're D3s and not D4s.
Correct. They're not the sling bullets.
They're not sling bullets.
Should be able to do
No.
bullets.
No. They're only this big and they go flying, and
Yeah, that's
you
true.
spend an hour searching for the damn thing. It's like you dropped a whole bunch of marbles. You dropped 100 marbles, you find
Absolutely.
15 or 20. How many times have you played Army Men outside and you never got all your Army Men back? It bounces. It hits and does bludgeoning damage, and then it just falls down.
Somewhere.
Yeah, onto the ground.
So
It's like getting hit by, say, if you get hit by a BB gun, unless it penetrates and gets stuck in you, usually they hit and they drop.
yeah. But that's all right.
No, that's something I have always done with ranged weapons, and it's evil me saying, look, you get all this money, spend it. That's really me being an asshole more than anything else. a ball bearing is a sling bullet. They're the same thing. I think they just come as sling bullets. I've never seen ball bearings, but
Well, you can get a bag of ball bearings, but for like
I know there's a bag. I know there's a bag of caltrops. I didn't know there was ball bearings.
Yeah, you can get bag of ball bearings.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
to
like-
me, they're the same. It's just a question of the ball bearings are more
Smaller.
rounded.
But they're also smaller.
Yeah, they're made to make you slip and fall. But to me, it's putting the power behind it with the sling, and you've got this metal object going. I'm not going to penalize. So it's instead of buying the sling bullets, which are bigger, you go, no, I'm going to go cheaper and get the ball bearings. The difference is I'm going to have you attack at disadvantage with a ball bearing because of how small it doesn't fit in the sling right. It might go flying off. They don't fit in there. It's not. People think it's the sling that you grab with your hands and you pull back and you let go with the rubber band. It's a. That's why sling bullets, they are literally weighted to do that along with stones and other things. Ball bearings are just smaller.
Yeah, they were slinging, they were crunching Roman helms in. They were more dangerous than peeled.
Right, but that's a whole different concept than I actually have a whole section that I found ages ago of all kinds of weapons through the ages, and I can bring them in anytime. I got them all. I got it's like 5 pages of just all these different weapons. A staff sling is still a sling. It's a Kender item from. I mean, they have them in real life. They threw, but the Kender sling is kind of weird because it's the one that has some sort of rubbery shoot. If you look at it, it's a staff sling to hold it like this, and they go like that.
Yeah, but a real
A
stuff.
a real sling is just on there and just gives you. It gives you range.
Almost like a catapult kind of,
It gives a little extra range.
and I think a little next.
Yeah, but you're talking about getting into all the mechanics and stuff that I would have to sit back and say, okay, this is this, this is this, this is this. What it is, I'll have to look at my that thing I got them all these different weapons, and they have it broken down to match the rules of D&D.
Yeah, I was just because if you roll it more damage, I get a staff swing.
I don't know if it does more damage.
I know it has more range.
Yeah. I mean, it could be where you can use it as versatile. It could be either you use your strength power behind it or the dex. But D&D rules is ranged weapons are dex based. Although the show I watched, CR, when I was watching it last night, he allowed a guy to use, because of the weapon that it was, he let him use his strength modifier for damage and not dex. And I'm just like, okay, house rule, however you want to do it. Yeah, well, 3.5 was nice in that manner. They had these heavier draw weight bows that were designed based on your strength, and you could get them at +1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.5 3.5 had that. 5e kind of just said, look, we're going to go right to the basics. Because don't forget, if I start playing around with this, then I got to go, okay, everybody, understand that originally, if you are a small creature, you cannot use the standard weapon of a large. So your short sword, if you're small, is dagger damage. Long swords are short sword damage. Two-handed swords are long sword damage. They kind of got rid of that because of how it's messing people up. And it's like, I'm just not going to start going crazy with it. I tried it before and it just got confusing for everybody. I don't even. But as far as the game goes, it's when you guys are ready. This is well, hopefully that's where you're going, if you remember. But I did write it down to remind you.
All right, so
I'm not even going to answer that question.
let's see I know we came back.
We came back, but I don't remember what we were supposed to be doing.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm looking.
And it's not so much that as you know. Well, because I set it all up, I'm going to remind you. The player, I'm sorry, the character will remember, even if the player does not. Because it's really only been like 3-4 days. It is 5 days. So it hasn't been long for you to go, okay, remember when. You were attacked by an individual who did escape. Uh, the swashbuckler lady.
Yep.
Okay.
Zergnas is the rival.
That's the rival to Aeronauts. They're causing the problem is that Xerxes is causing all kinds of hell and discontent, trying to take over lands and stuff, but they're doing it slowly. A little background history for you, sir. There were two massive wars in my world. You had your God's War, and that is because, in a nutshell, they went from D&D to 3.5 to AD&D. In original D&D, your gods were Gygax's Greyhawk, or for some of us, we like to use the deities, demigods, if I wanted to be Norse or Chinese or anything like that, and had all these gods. So that's what you used. So in my world, it's like, okay, they changed everything. I had a God's War, which basically is all those gods from fantasy or
The publications, basically.
Thor and Odin and
Okay. Yeah.
Zeus and all that. Okay, they existed because I used them in the same world. I used them. So God's War came in, and the gods that I use now, they all took their sides. Those gods, I think I mentioned last time, are the ones that now who are the Fae and Shadow Realm kings. They're demigods now. They're pissed off as all heck because they don't have their power, but they lost. And gods don't, I don't care when, but gods don't die. You may reduce them and knock them down, but they don't die. So they are the Shadow Realm and Fae of my reality, as it were, along with the Nasties and the various publications. That, quote unquote, cracked the world. Fissures and all the nasties. And then came the Demon Scar Wars. Now, the Demon Scar Wars were not of my doing.
Nope.
Characters, actions pay a price. Even if I have to take my entire world and dump it in the ash can and rebuild it. With there was a girl, her name, Patty. AD&D, not just a wizard, but an arch wizard. So there's a whole long history, and I'll sit back and talk to you about it anytime you want about really going into the background. It ended with her. She has her castle, and lots of fun stuff happened there. Watch out if you make your first I don't remember who it was. Was it I don't know if it was you or not. But anyway, somebody made a sprite, and she had all these protections. That was Dave. All these protections up, and the cat ate it. So That was funny as hell. I'm like, hey, I didn't put those up. Boom, boom, boom. You ever know the game at least of Diablo 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever play it?
I think so. Yeah, I did.
The beginning sequence
Okay.
where he comes in, he's got that thing stuck in his head.
Yeah.
And he goes in and then it opens up the gates of hell.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
That's what happened.
That's what happened.
Got past her defenses. See, at the time, our mini realm, we were retired characters. All right. We were all retired player characters. I had a cleric slash wizard that it was 12th level wizard, 11th level cleric. And this was 8th.
Well, again, I'm going to backtrack because we're going to get into it.
But we had various different
Every you were to build this place. They still exist in this realm.
yes.
This character is a god in this realm. New god. My character is becoming a god. I didn't let him be a god. He is a god. He has worshippers, but he's waiting to finally die. He's got a little ways to go. Almost 1 or 2,000 years before he finally dies off. And he made clones. Had like 6 clones. Half elf. He was like 150 years each, and she kept making them these clones. Like, okay. Some of the things they got rid of, even though clones are back, but the cost, it was just, he just was making them like crazy. Well, a character had died. So this new one came in. She thought it was the new one, and I did that on purpose. It says, you see this thing in the she didn't do any sort of magic detection or anything about it. Should have found out that it is literally the gate of death. It goes in, it's got this fortress here, and Diablo 2 right there.
Past her defenses.
Yeah, she let him in. So right there, she lost her entire castle except for her wizard's tower. It had all these protections on it. She's still there. And it started they opened it up. The demons and devils in this case, because there's this whole new realm to take over, they allied, which they don't do, but they allied for this purpose. The demon scar one. The crack that the gods did broke the world, i.e., Pandora split. It's not as bad, but it broke it up.
There are no more nations.
Yeah, they wiped out nations. That's why you've only got city states. Those are the ones who survived. There's still towns that they're rebuilding, and this whole world and everything about this, even though it's 600 years later, they're only just now coming out of the dust and rebuilding. They've been barbaric and everything like that. But the city states held. Your sages, advisors, and those of high intelligence as you were, and a lot of your elves that are still around who are very ancient and ready to drop, they know that the reason mankind, as it were, was able to maintain is because the demons and devils do what demons and devils do. They started fighting each other. And as they were fighting each other, the humanoids, mankind, as it will, saw that opportunity. Didn't know why, but that's how they were able to get rid of all these things, is because they weakened themselves. They're still out there, but they're not these powerhouses. And that is why in these adventures you're seeing these things like was it this Thursday? No, I think it was last Friday, where they went into a fort, had to sneak in, and I set up all this nasty stuff. Was it this one? Yeah. I had to sneak in, and I first set up all they were under siege, and they finally realized it wasn't really that hard to do. They went inside, found this fiend, destroyed the fiend, and then they started fighting each other because the fiend was the controller. It was one that was sending out the vibes.
Gotcha.
And then they went about their business because the fiends and devils and demons, when they came in, the demi-humans, humanoids that hated, they didn't care. They worship devils and demons, most of them. So they're like, yeah, of course we will for the power. Not to mention the various creatures that they created. That's why you got your Cambians running around. And that's why in my world you have your tieflings. Because they were out and about. Um, but that is why the world looks like it does now. That you haven't seen the map, but there's a river that goes from the north and it goes down and splits it all the way. It's like having the Mississippi that starts in Canada, and there's areas where it flows different ways just by nature and how it works. But it goes salt, hits this big sea, and then from there, that was all caused by the crack. That river is where it cracked. It's a mile wide. It just cracked, but it was centered where the place was, and that is where the Chaos Swamp is. Yep. And the Inner Salt Sea, because it comes down from there, Inner Salt Sea, that all goes one way, and now it flows out the other way.
And of course, the second big oops that players did was
Aeronauts.
The calamity that we're dealing with right now, that was player induced.
He's player induced.
My daughter.
And he saw me. I went,
Yep.
dump the whole thing right in the trash.
Yep. All right. So
Okay. So that gives you more. And I can give you more and more and more. You can however you want to do it. I can give you tons more because there is years worth of work and backstory and background and history to this world.
Oh yeah, you've definitely been doing this for a long time. So
Not to mention it's gone through 2 or 3 iterations due to things that have happened. But it's the same world, even though it's like Pandora. It has moved.
all right. So what were we supposed to be doing?
Somebody, if you recall correctly, there was a time back when somebody was hired to kill you.
yes. I think that was that
Yeah,
one that got away.
it's the one that got away.
Yeah.
You caught it, but it got away. And it was this big. Huge.
All right.
And still out there.
We'll see if we can, with what we know, see if we can get an ID. Maybe at the Adventurers Guild. See.
You can go to the Adventurers Guild and I don't know who that is. They have no clue. Mind you, this bit is part of that 5 days. That's why I just ate the 5 days. It's not like the 6 days.
Right.
This is all you do your shopping for a day or a day and a half. You spend a couple of days just I'm getting drunk. I don't care. They're like, okay, we got to get back to business.
All right. I am going to send you something in the email that I'm going to be doing. So
I send it to my one at work because I go to work Saturday. Okay. That's when I'm more sit there and I'm building the next one.
Okay. So
even though I do have another one on the side, but
we are going to be keeping an eye out for any additional attempts.
In this case, you have been gone like almost 10 days. I don't know.
Like that.
Yeah, give or take. I just marked the days off, but I know.
Yep.
And you've been low key when you came back. It's just shopping, and you really haven't done anything. Things seem to be calm before the storm.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be some sort of not military, but guards around this area, correct?
Where you are, yes, but they're like once every 3 to 4 hours they walk by.
Okay.
Right across the street, they might do a once a day.
All right. One of the things that I know we only have.
you can rotate into my son.
I know we have only one successful contract done at the Adventurers Guild. So
Like
maybe
always
see
do.
if we can
Like you did the first
get
time.
another job.
I think that's a good idea. I think we're definitely low team on the totem pole.
Yeah. So
You go up to the Adventurers Guild again, and because of how this is written, I'm sorry, there's no job. because it's this. Sorry. I have to flip and go, oh, it's level 4. Okay, let's do it.
All right. I'm still gonna go ahead and do a little bit of RP here, just real
Oh,
quick.
no. There's no problem with that. I have to laugh and say, yeah, that would be you guys. Let me, let me.
I'm going to, I'm gonna get a receipt and everything. I'm going to give a 5 copper. If something comes up that they think that we would be a match, this is a prepay for a courier to come get us. So,
Oh, yeah, cool. That's cool. I like that.
okay, that way there we don't lose out. Oh, that's a
Yeah.
great idea.
Yeah.
So, other than that, all right. So I take it we got to head back to the angry
Angry Frog.
frog.
That's your home. You just, and now you're, like I said,
That's everybody's home.
yeah. It's just that now he says, the place is already here, but I can't let you keep it for free. I got,
I know. I got expenses. Absolutely. Absolutely. Haven't had any more issues over here, right? At the angry frog.
No, like all places, trying to rebuild, regroup, reestablish,
No more
getting
moon rats?
things going.
No more moon rats coming up.
Well, regular rats. Those moon rats were nasty. Don't forget he sealed it.
Yeah.
You never get rid of the rats. But those were above the norm.
All right. So, um, take a take a walk around the area just yeah, I like to look around a little bit. Yeah. Keep an eye out, see, take a look at the environment. I know that there's a general
2, 4, 6.
and what about 8?
How about 8? Can't wait for it to be back at the table.
Right. Smile, grin and bear it. You like
First, passes above 19.
No. Why? Absolutely close, but no.
Okay. Let's see how successful he is. Oh, yes, of course.
19 stealth and then a 1. That is a 1. Yep.
Yeah. The 19 was sneaking up. The 1, you see an urchin grab Jared's purse. When he pulls on it, well, a 1.
It's got the belt instead.
Well, it's wrapped around the belt, so it kind of pulls on it. It's tied good. He hasn't learned yet. In this case, he hasn't learned that what thieves do is they don't come in and they pickpocket. They have a sharpened coin, like a dagger, but you can't see it. They hold it like this. Oh, if it's a dagger, you can see it. So they have a sharpened coin where they slit the purse open or they slit the strings. This urchin hasn't learned that lesson yet. Grabs it, goes, and with Jared's strength, it's a 1. You can look down and see this kid. I'm just going to see how old this kid is. Nah, ain't that bad. 13. He just became a teenager.
What race?
How this
You wasn't ready for that one.
Well, no, I'll just randomly roll because it's humans are like 4, 5, 6, and then it's an odd one. I'll go from there. So I rolled a 3, so it's an odd one. So tiefling, gnome, dwarf, tiefling, gnome. Happen. So it looks like a really little kid.
I could
Tiefling, gnome, halfling, dragonborn, and other, which would just be like a rocker or something.
you're trying to steal from me.
No. Okay. Anybody, because you're looking at anybody can be an 11 on his deception. Mind you, he's a kid. All of his stats are 6. So you actually rolled a 13. Dropped it by 2.
Okay.
No, I
So,
don't.
so he's learning to lie.
I believe everything he's saying to me. Every single thing that he says.
Instead of holding it. No. Oh, I believe you.
Yep, I believe
Yeah.
everything he said.
No.
Ron, what was that?
He just looks at you, huh? What?
I could easily kick this kid like a football.
Yeah. He has no clue what you're talking about. He's not a thief. He is an urchin in a city that got destroyed and
Are
is
you
just
hungry? Let go. Let go of that. We're holding on now.
Insight.
$14.
Not gonna look, but it's good enough. You can tell he's scared. He's not holding it because he's trying to pull it. He's holding it because he's frozen in
Fear.
fear.
All right, Ron. Gently, I gently move his fingers off.
Well, wait a minute. Go ahead, Jared. Give me an attack.
Your he's
Yeah, he said, I kick him away with my foot.
Kick him into something.
Yeah. It's non-lethal damage. You're just shoving him away.
There stomps on him.
His AC is an 8. It's a 6 minus 2.
10.
10. AC is only an 8. He's just standing. Like I said, kids are all my NPCs now are 6s for the primary NPCs, which are 10 plus their racial modifier. Okay. Your strength is, what's your strength bonus?
That's about 3.
3. So you push him 3, round up to 5. So he pushes him 5 feet away.
Yeah.
He pushes him 3 feet, but it's in that block. Because he's not kicking, he just goes, yeah, kid goes, "Gah."
So is this basically right outside the angry frog?
Wherever you wish to be.
Okay.
It's during this time frame. It was just a random encounter. Could be when you're getting stuff going
Is there
back.
a street food vendor around?
Only because of the city, it's going to be a 30% chance because there's only sections.
Yeah.
So 30% chance that you happen to be where there's food vendor stuff. And I rolled 88.
So no.
Not where you currently are.
All right. Come with me, kid. Come on. Find the street vendor.
What are you using? Persuasion, intimidation,
Persuasion.
persuasion.
I should do intimidation.
No.
Strike.
No.
That's for me.
That's no. If I wanted him to just bugger off, then I would have been intimidation. This right now, I'm trying to get him to come with me so I can give him a meal.
But he's still scared, and you got to get him to come to you.
14.
14. He has to beat a 14. Or 14 or better. Which means I need a 16 because he's minus 2.
Okay.
He needs a 16 on his wisdom, a 4, which is a 2. I mean,
And
a lot like, think of a puppy with his tail between his legs.
So I'm gonna walk over to this kid and I'm just gonna lean down in the gym and say,
Yeah. And he boogies. He's following you. He goes, move. Not knowing what he meant by move. He boogies.
you say to him,
Mind you, it's a 4.
I just said hello. Just trying to talk nice and you know. I mean, we can try to chase him.
Oh, you are kind of ugly.
Bad.
So yeah, he freaks out and he runs.
Yeah, but
I'm
the
an-
thing
I'm an
is,
urchin as well, so
thing is, he also could have been a nice little source of information. You don't know Ron like I do. He will take everything and screw it around backwards and upside down and inside out. Yeah, I know, and it's like, but then there are the rare times when plans actually fall into place.
but that was probably supposed to be one of them with you, but
Probably, but neither here nor there.
Oh, I mean, wanna go talk to the seal?
Well, you're not near the dogs.
Not yet.
Oh,
He
okay.
hasn't gotten us there yet.
Oh, that's right. We're still
Um,
over, right.
All right, so yeah, just looking around, just trying to find out if, because what I was wanting to do is I was wanting to find out, are we in the middle or lower section?
You're in between. The angry frog is that spot that across the street is poor. It used to be middle class, but as part of the damage, so it became poor.
Right.
He now starts the middle class.
Right. Well, in that case, Trex, just curious if you'd be able to find out which gang, if any, runs the other side of the street in that area, that block. I believe you.
What's your background? Yeah, your class, but your background also. It's a determining factor. All right, so you go there and give me a perception. Okay, you see a group of kids, preteens to early teens that look like they're a gang. Uh, no.
No. We'll be nearby, but you gotta approach him alone. Well, you got the same thing right down here.
As you walk up to them, you see they do take a defensive stance. Various weapons come out. You're talking no D4 weapons. It's just things they made, broken chunks of pipe, handmade. They're gangers. It's what they do. Well, they just look at you and why are you here? It's our place. Go away. Or pay the toll. Me. The biggest one steps forward and says, you pay it to me.
we're staying is like another neighborhood.
Yeah, where you stand? Don't know you. Never seen you.
The Green Frog.
That ain't our area. That's across the street. We don't have nothing to do with it. Don't know. We don't go over there. Not our territory.
Who are you?
Mama's boys. Mama.
Yes.
No. You're nobody. We don't know you. What you got? You got it on ya? Yeah.
Kill him.
They're, they're across the street. You're here. We're talking to you. Yeah, they're over there. You're here. Evidently, you're being stupid because you just threatened us. And by time they come running across the street, you be dead. This conversation's over. Go away.
Nah, goodness.
Yeah.
Cast Eldritch Blast.
Do you?
What's your, hey, is he
It's up to
doing
you.
hand signal?
No, they start to disperse, getting into the shadows and stuff like that.
I do not cast Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, when he leaves and they realize he does walk right up to you guys, like, ooh, 'cause don't forget you're armored and weapons. Like
Not me.
he wasn't bullshitting us, and they into the shadows.
I'm not armor.
It's a good idea, but the role play makes a difference. Mama's boys are thugs, and they don't. Well, I would say they probably do fence because they're right across the street. So try to get things that people get over there to bring over here to sell here. But RP makes the difference. Good job, but not a success. It was a great RP, it just wasn't successful.
Huh. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you told them that we were wealthy.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm glad.
yeah, but
I'm glad one of you guys are wealthy.
it doesn't matter.
Relatively
You look, and the fact that you're wearing armor and the weapons alone, if they can snag even those, they can get a few gold for freaking a nice dagger. Whoa!
Well, nice try, tricks.
Now we know honor among thieves. You want to just wipe them out?
They ran away already. They're gone. Yeah, as soon as you started walking away, they dispersed.
All right.
All right, so just keep
So, you know what?
I've given you
I've given you the background. You know you're attacked, and you know who attacked you, or at least the type.
Yeah.
I ain't doing. I'm not giving. That's it.
Alright. First things first, during this time frame.
Right. Just like I said, the 5 days are eaten, but it's in these 5 days.
I'm looking for, through the Adventurers Guild, mostly if possible. Any dwarves that are quote unquote homeless, so to speak.
They don't come here.
Dwarves don't.
Homeless don't.
Well,
This is a business.
right. No, I'm
No, this is a business,
I-
and they don't deal
I'm-
with the
I'm
homeless.
I used the wrong word. Ones whose clan has been critically.
They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't. It's a hiring hall. That's it. It's like if you went to downtown Rochester to that hiring that hiring place. Until you fill out the application, they don't know that your business went under.
Right. Okay.
Same concept.
I don't remember, because we've had a few NPCs get away from us.
Is this one?
Yes,
Swashbuckler?
this one was a swashbuckler. That was that in the process you were learned that she was hired to kill you.
So we can go down to the docks. That would probably be the best location to find a swashbuckler type.
Don't forget, you saw, you know what she looks like.
Yep. Well, yeah, the docks would probably be the best. Like I said.
You know it was a swashbuckler, you know what she looks like, and she got away and was hired to kill you.
Oh, it will be.
It will be, absolutely. You can do whatever you want.
I would suggest against it
Yeah.
because if the authorities get wind, guess what? We're in jail. Roll up a new character. How about since we know what this person looks like, how about we just go down and walk and see if we can spot?
All right.
Yeah, but at least this way here, we know we're already on alert. And
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it right to the bed.
Down there. They've gone in there by itself. Maybe she'll come after me one-on-one. I'll do it.
well, if you want to go, if not, we can just go down, have each other's backs.
I think that's probably. Missile weapons ready. Are you really sure you want me to do that?
Well, you tell
Yeah, let's put it this way: you would, if she engaged you, you would be in melee, and with 3 people shooting into melee.
And let's be honest here, Cinder does have a very bad habit of
Missing.
missing the wrong people.
Hey, thanks, but I just want to let you know, the only reason it takes me a while to get hungry. Coffee literally is my breakfast many times.
Fine.
I probably won't get it till 11, 12.
Nope, fine, we're-
I'm highly grateful.
I'll be in a big.
Yeah. You got, so you've got the wrong crew for us to be playing, hide who we are.
I mean,
Cinder probably
I
could,
can.
but you're talking,
You guys are gonna be a rough one to.
yeah, Holden and Mullock are, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, he's doing dumb stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, we all walk up at the same time, but you can do you. I think
Yeah, if you wanna go off on your own, that's. Yeah, that's. Well, catching us alone is the easiest way to take us down. Oh my goodness. I abstained.
The only stupid plan is the plan that gets you killed, and that was a stupid plan. Otherwise, they're all great plans. No, literally, I've said that all the time to every group, and you can ask Steve. I usually say that all plans are a good plan unless it gets you killed, in which case it was a stupid plan. We'll all go down together.
All right, how about this? We'll
Marine Corps love song.
let Trex be in front of us. How about that?
Yep. We own the day, they own the night. Good song. Vietnam song, yes.
Night. And the night lasted as long as 6 weeks on Paris Island. We held the coast when they rolled the high.
All right, so we're running, going down to the, is how far, how many blocks away is it?
From where you are, I'll think top of my head because I have it. We'll say 12. You're going way, way down.
All right,
Actually, no. There are 2 sets of docks. Okay, aeronaut sits like this. You have this bay area, goes around like this, and it sits there. And they have docks on this side, docks on this side, river. That's the north lawn comes here, goes into the bay, and then the bay side. So you got the riverside, bayside docks. It's all a question of going right or straight, really more. They're about the same distance away.
start at the Bayside.
Yeah, I think that might as well hit both the docks. Trex, what do you think? Hit both the docks
Well, start Bayside,
and then go down to
Riverside.
Riverside?
All right. So
What do you think, Holden?
Bayside or Riverside?
Riverside.
Yeah. What about, how about you, Trex? Bayside or Riverside? All right. Do you have a preference?
I don't have a preference.
So 1 Bayside, 1 Riverside, 2, we don't care.
So if we're
Well, which is closer, Ron, from where we're at?
They're about the same. From where you are, it's all a question of cutting to the river or going down to the bay.
So Bayside.
Bayside, yes.
Okay,
we'll do Bayside.
you go down to Bayside.
I
Base-
I definitely want to hire a coach
Okay, coaches are,
3 copper.
3 copper per sector.
Right.
12 sectors,
Right.
because I arbitrarily decided I have the map somewhere.
So
So
it's 36 copper.
where you are, they're common, yeah. The rougher side of town is across the street. Not so common there, but here you hail a taxi.
Oh, a nice looking taxi, huh?
Yeah, they're coaches.
Yeah, we should have,
If you watched any like of the old yeah, that's a good one to use. I was trying to think of somebody else, but Sherlock Holmes, you know, you have those. It's a taxi cab, but it's 2 horses and you can carry like up to 4 people.
Yep. At least could have cleaned the inside of it first.
What do you expect? It's a taxi cab.
Yep.
All right. That sticky stuff sticks to your feet. Yeah, what is down there? Ooh.
I'm worried about.
Yeah, you are in the lower sector, so the cabs aren't exactly.
Right, but I'm not walking that whole distance.
It's a long distance. In February, well, in January.
It's cold. It's a long distance. Okay.
Yes.
Cold, windy, but no snow. It's a windy day, which makes it brutal.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, so. Yeah, we get there faster and we're out of the
Safer?
work.
You're out of the worst.
Yeah, I mean. All right, so get down
And
to.
a mark when we go into the area, which isn't bad because they'll see that we're coming in, we could afford a coach, and that's actually will attract some attention from somebody.
So you take the coach down there. Probably takes 20, 30 minutes because there's traffic, and even in this cold weather, people still have things to do. When you get to the bay side, the first thing you realize on the bay side is a more, I won't say wealthy, but ships, coasters. You don't see river boats or anything like that. Business is going on. It's very, so it is not your rundown wharfs type sector. Looking at it, you can tell this is one of the first places that they quickly went in and rebuilt. They had to get in all the supplies they needed. That was priority. You're like, my house, look, from a bit, you're not going to get your apples if we don't get the wharfs rebuilt. So over the past couple of months, well, actually over the past month, because January is when we started, but I can't remember when they blew it up. But anyway, over the past few months, the wharfs were the priority. So you see new wood and new pilings, and the ships are coming in, and you can tell these are merchant vessels, high seas merchants or local
People who
skirting
can
merchants.
pay people that can afford to pay bounties.
No, more people who can or who quickly got their businesses and the contacts, probably in the Merchants Guild, to bring in the goods. There's a few of them actually. It's a big wharf. There's several as it goes along. This thing covers almost a mile because it's a big city, so it covers almost a mile long. Not here. There's a Merchants Guild, Sea Merchants Guild, and they deal with harbor master. They're the big boys. They're close, but not at the wharf. They're like a block or two away. Close enough, but far enough away at the same time.
We should be, let's do a pub crawl right along the wharf.
There are several pubs. It is still a fisherman's wharf type deal.
Oh, yeah.
And there are plenty. Some are more rowdy than others, but it is still a middle class area, and you see bouncers. They don't like to see the rough and rowdy because these are the sailors, and yeah, they'll get pickpockets and stuff like that because that's just the nature of the beast, no matter where you are. But any pub you go into, you will see that things are kept as clean and as non-violent as possible. And anybody who does get in a fight, because you'll see this as you go along, they'll say, you go outside or the watch will, and you'll see the watch. Here there's a watch like every 15, 20 minutes.
Okay. Sounds like
The thing is the wharfs are a vital structure at this time and frame, and they don't want crap happening.
okay, so there's no area where it's more like more shady business to be done.
No,
All right, so take a trip to the river.
Oh, now you want to go to the river?
well, it's how you learn.
Yeah,
12 here, another 12. So you're going from 12 to 24.
4 times 4.
yeah, I got it down.
A rogue person would have known to, just by virtue of your back. That's why backgrounds count.
Well, I was gonna say that if I went through, well, I mean, I have the background that I have, we could have traveled half.
Street urchin.
Yeah, we could have traveled half.
That was the encounter that if I deemed it an encounter, it was a street urchin, but you scared them away. The street urchin would have given you all your information.
I know, that's why he was like,
But I go by how you did it and what you say, and that I react to that versus how I
yeah, I definitely
wanted
should have
to.
worded that differently.
Yeah, sees you big teeth thing.
Yeah, I should have worded it different. Okay.
It's perfectly fine. Absolutely no problem.
Did you die? No. Okay.
All right, so
So you go to the
river.
Now the river is the same thing. There's this section, yeah, because he goes around like this versus like this. In other words, I'm going to milk him for extra money, which is typical taxi.
Yep.
There's an area where he goes around, and there's this tween spot, which is really a sector which is the fishermen. It's just the fisherman's wharf. This is a mixture of poor and middle class fishermen, and you can tell you go from all these merchant ships to just fishing vessels and fishing coasters and keelboats, all for fishing. That then boom pops into the merchant area of the actual riverside, and it is in the poor section, and it is run down. And the docks were there, but they didn't put as much work into them. And locals are trying to do what they can to get this up because, like all things, those with money are focusing on their spot, and they're like, "Look, we'll get to you when we get to you." A little background, and this is a game that was at your house with Kimberly and her friend. Remember, her friend had this rogue.
Yeah.
I wrote it. That rogue.
Wait a minute. The Huns.
The Huns are here. I literally wrote a thing where it's like, okay, I'm not doing you. She had created this character. All hell broke loose, and it's like, okay, the Huns. She now controls the Huns in this area. You don't know that, but this is just, little background there. Characters, I throw them in.
Yeah.
And hopefully she would have stayed, but off they went. And I said, "Oh, the Huns, remember, here's your character. Here's her level at 20, and this is what she does, and this is what she's been doing."
Wow. Oh, so
Same concept.
Yes. So just to let you know, Ryan, you don't mess with the Huns, especially with their leader at level 20.
All right.
Level 20 happening rogue.
Yep. All right. So this nice little rundown area. Now is the time for a bit of a pub crawl to see if we can see.
Several pubs. A lot of them look like the shacks that were thrown up. So a lot of outside stuff. Guys are like this, but it's the cheaper, whatever they can get their hands on. Some of them are, people just said, well, the pub's gone. and converted their house. So you got these one room and the house is now the pub,
Yeah.
and those pubs that survived.
All right, well, pick a pub.
Same thing. There's several. I could come up with a million different names, and you
Yep.
go to one.
Yeah, we'll just go into this pub. Walk into the pub. What do we see?
People,
You know who we're looking for.
you're not going. They're not here.
Right.
You gotta find her.
I know.
Okay.
But we can give a fair description of her.
Unless that's not really what she looks like.
Well, you got caught into a fight in a quote unquote dungeon crawl, so really didn't focus on
Yeah.
concealment or disguises.
Okay.
It was what she thought she was going to kill you. She didn't care.
Yeah. So let's see if we can get some information about a mysterious woman that looks like this. And I'll be dropping some coppers to buy some drinks. Is this what you're looking for? I can't remember what me personally.
No, I don't care. You
All right. Go up.
I know what you're doing, but you got to do it, and you can say I now describe her. That's a given because
Okay.
it was just a generic swashbuckler in the court. Thought she would
So-
die, actually.
Go into the go in. So how many people are in here?
Currently 20.
Ooh. All right.
Full house.
Full house. All right.
I'm just gonna kind of stand behind him with my back to his back. Just-
My friends, I wish to
Watch it later, Moto. It's a good one.
I wish to ask of you some.
Watch ours.
I want to ask of you some information. Partake, and I know this could be a thirsty job. So, barkeep, please put the coppers up enough for around for everyone, please.
Hey! And
I am
you
looking.
got the cost, you
I-
just
Yep, I already have. I am looking for a mysterious woman, and she looks like
First of all, she looks like a mysterious woman.
I know not her name, but I have her description.
Okay.
That's the mystery.
Oh, so mysterious as in you don't know who it is, not mysterious as in mysterious.
Correct.
Look around you. You got people with the hoods on it. You look around you.
I am looking for a name and maybe even a. You looking to get by me?
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe even a location.
Okay, roll me a d20. This is a persuasion. This isn't you persuading him to say. This is based on
It's a 19 plus whatever.
okay
And
and guidance. Guidance is a verbal spell. I do believe. No, I think I don't. I believe it's a verbal spell. Guidance is verbal. I'm not sure if it's just somatic, but I don't.
it is touch.
Touch, okay.
It is touch. Is it verbal? Is it VSM?
Touch? No,
it's just a T. Touch.
just touch.
Just a touch.
Okay, so he just walks up and pats you on the back. Reason being, there's people here that are going, hey, that guy's pushing doing a spell. That's all.
Yeah. I know. Where's my? So
It's a D4.
yeah, it's a D4, so it's a 3. So what is my? What's it based on? Charisma.
It's based on, yeah, it's still persuasion.
Total of 22.
Okay. Like I say, this persuasion isn't you're persuading him to tell you. I'm using that persuasion as a base to see if he knows.
Yeah.
Versus your
He, as in somebody.
somebody here, and that's what I'm using. You're not picking and choosing. It's and I could have used history. I could have used anything, but persuasion seemed more reasonable. So he will go. I don't know, but that person over there works more the docks than here.
Okay.
Okay, because here you've got your loaders, your unloaders, but he's another person who has his own boat, kind of a
Okay,
thing, who
yeah.
might know this person to whom you speak. Now you don't say swashbuckler, but you say this sailor looked like the captain of something just by the dress, and it's just boom. 22 says that guy may know. You go over and talk to this person, and he's like, yeah, I know her, bitch.
Oh, okay. Well, you look thirsty.
He's drinking one you just bought.
Okay.
You don't ever just fly around.
Okay. So just sit there and. So she's a bitch, huh?
Yeah, we all got our own businesses, but you know, she managed to get more than others.
Oh, she does. Is it
Well,
somebody she knows?
He's talking in thieves' camp.
I
Okay.
understand him.
Yes, you understand it. He's basically saying that this person has bugged into other people's, be it in some cases slavery, but it's not slavery isn't big here. There's some that do a stop off here. But those no, this is what you understand. He doesn't know who's a rogue here. He's just throwing it out there. It's up to you.
Oh,
Okay. He just nods. He just nods.
So you get. So what are
Okay.
you nodding about? Are you gonna tell us?
He starts talking again. Oh, there's so several many boats out here, and you got this boat and that boat and these boats and those boats, and these cans telling you everything.
You might want to listen for what Ron is trying to say.
Yeah, you cut me off in the middle every time, my good man. Yeah, give it a second. So he is thieves canting to Brian's character, to Trex. Trex must understand that he's not telling you now what he's saying. You know enough to walk out and get this. You start blabbering it here, and he turns to you. This guy could get killed.
okay.
Okay. You know this. Your third level, not great, but you've dealt with enough. You had that idea. But once you step out, you will tell the thieves' cant is telling you that, for smuggling and other things and black market, she is pushing into other people's zones, if you will. She is taking over what others are trying to do. I.e., she's a higher level, stronger, bigger crew kind of a thing, and is pushing her way in.
What's her name?
He just looks at you and goes outside.
No, I thought we went outside.
No,
Not with this guy. No. This is you able to tell them after the fact. What he's telling you is where the boat is, what the name of the boat is, in between naming all these other boats, the way he did it. You are going to
Understood.
Liasola Desire. Understand that in the cant, Liasola Desire is typically, it's also the name of the captain, Liasola. He snags it up. Some of those around kind of look at him. They see that silver and they kind of smile. So he quickly spends it on some more ale and
Food.
yeah, he quickly spends it. He basically gets a fish stew but has bread added.
I just kind of lean into Trex and I'm like, do not flash whatever you have out here.
Yeah, I paid in coppers. There's a difference between me counting out coppers and you flashing silver or something shinier. And I don't care what level we are compared to these guys. 20 on 4, that's not
Bad for the bad odds.
yeah. All right, so
Yeah, that's the best I can come up with. There's your boat, but we're gonna use that.
Very nice boat.
That's a beautiful boat.
Yeah,
it's a beauty.
yeah, hopefully it doesn't sink.
It's fine. It's fine. It's on our boat. Who cares? Yeah.
Jet, we'll sink the boat before we leave.
Arrgh.
Yeah, I had to make some allowances because a lot of it. Like there is an upper area, this area here. Lay it out, but you've got a cabin, small galley, and then
Yep.
you've got the captain's quarters up here.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just downstairs. The cobwebs get it, the dust gets it.
All right. So we're heading on.
So, Ron, how far is this?
Liasola, what'd you say? Liasola, what?
Liasola Desire.
Yeah. Oh no, I've got to lock it. Was there a picture of a woman inside?
Sure, why not?
Well, it was
Oh, that you got in the fight?
a 10 gold piece locket.
Yeah,
Is there a picture of her in there?
Yeah.
That's her.
Yeah.
With the inscription with desire.
yeah.
Liasola.
Liasola Desire. You had it.
Oh.
Well, damn.
Well,
I
but
have
someone
to-
goes, well, damn.
Yeah. Hey.
And it's not a picture of her in vain. It's like an ownership. This is my ship, Liasola Desire. This is my ship. It's that locket is literally the deed, if you will, for the ship.
Yeah, like you said, yeah. We don't own the ship yet.
You do though.
I mean,
Technically.
yes, you do.
No, because you don't look like Liasola.
Not yet.
No, the locket is the deed.
Yeah, the locket is the deed.
The deed.
The disease, yeah.
The disease.
The deed, because you can see it's small inscribed about ship owns by. It's all there versus on a scroll.
Well, my ship is 10/10 of the law.
We're gonna go take this one.
Yep.
So
Let's head.
we head to the area of the ship.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
It's a wharf. You can, there's no taxis here. So you have to walk it. And because of the wind, it's a good 20-minute walk. It is freaking cold, but it is, it's windy. So
So can I, cut that in half? You're not in combat and I'm a streeter. Move quickly.
your streeter just says, hey, I know this little quick alley. Instead of going like this, we go this way and cut in that way. You can cut it down.
It's freaking cold.
It is.
It's cold.
So we get there in 10 minutes instead of
You get to this area.
Now your fingers aren't at least purple. Now they're just pink. It's fine.
I tried to find the buildings and stuff as close as I can get based on the the damage that happened. That's why you've got these tents, some buildings.
some lean-to kind of
Yeah.
type stuff. All right. So
And there's people, I didn't run downstairs and grab all these, but there's people
everywhere.
doing their business.
There's a little plank up there.
There's a big boat right here.
Where?
That's a big boat you're missing.
All right.
It is a barge style coaster / riverboat. It can go up wide rivers like the long rivers because they're really deep. It was a fissure that. So so these rivers are a mile wide and they could be up to 30, some places 60, 70 feet deep. It's just right there.
Well,
And is that the Lizola Desire?
Of course not. I wouldn't go through all this trouble just to put a different ship out there.
that's what I thought too.
Yeah, that's
All
what I
right,
would
can
do.
we switch this all around now to get the right ship up here?
Yes. Give me another hour. Let me go get the right one and take all this down and
He did say he could take it down quickly. That's what he said. Yeah, again, I did.
I did.
What time of day is it?
By the time you get all done, it's probably closer to noon.
All right.
People are out and about but because how I rode the weather and the wind. It's not that many. Most are ducted inside because it's bitter cold. And when you do them, you see them, they boogie over from one place to another versus hanging out in the cold.
So we wouldn't look out of place going quickly from one place to another.
Absolutely not.
All right.
Starts. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Chomp, 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 chomp.
Yep. Yes.
And of course, these are there because the territory you're in, when winter comes, they do come this far south. They're more northerly, but they do come south.
But the
before they
penguin
go-
when it's cold. The penguins.
Yeah, just because I had a penguin and I wanted to use it.
Nice.
These particular critters are more prevalent up in the Friday game where you are. They're common there.
Okay.
These penguins are more your southerly height versus your South Pole type.
All right, so
So just obviously, if this is like where the dock starts on this end, so to
Right.
speak, just
I have these little stairs that go there, but I don't know where I put them. So there's like a step that goes to here, then a step that goes to here, that goes across.
Right. But what I'm thinking is just like scooting from place to place. I don't know what their business.
Well, these are local businesses.
Right.
A lot of them have your fishing gear, stuff like that. This one's actually a pub. You know, one of those quick lean-to pubs where people are on the outside, but there's so few, only like 3 or 4 people can go inside, so they're not really a happening business right now because of how cold it is.
Right.
This one is just another business, and they'll have like rope and stuff like that.
Right.
This is actually a fisherman's shack.
On this, like, since it's
Oh, and this solid building is a corrupt port authority.
it's a port authority. But
It's the port. It's the harbor master for this section.
right.
And like everything is so much, a lot of bribes and stuff. You can tell just by the area, they come in and he does that.
All right.
It's a give me where you are and the information you have.
Yeah.
Oh. So I'm just going
Yeah.
to the camera range. This.
Yeah. So we're just gonna go ahead since I know he's got a few minutes left. We'll just.
It's there. It doesn't like you go and buy it. I put him there on purpose.
Oh, you put him on there.
Yeah.
Throw him. Actually, all right.
No. Yeah, but not fish. It's
Does the penguin have any fish to sell?
the penguin, unlike those, the penguins it dives into the water.
So penguins just left.
Yeah, the penguins don't tend to get aggressive.
No, I was asking. Do you have any fish?
Right into the water. So
Does he have any fish on the boat?
No, he was just hanging out in the boat.
that was my next question. Was fish from the boat?
There's a fisherman's shack right there. Look, this is a fisherman's shack.
It's already walking at this point.
Well, yeah, that's
Throw a ball. See if it bumps.
right. No, it's not a trained seal. Besides, you don't have a wall. Nope. No.
Ron, eyes go red.
I
And try to intimidate it to move. Because I can.
Yes, you can. You go to intimidate the seal. Understand, obviously, this seal is used to being fed. It's like the local pet.
Would this intimidation or would this be
Animal handling.
animal handling? Okay. And because I'm using 15. 16.
Okay. You go, oh, and as it boogies to leave,
Mhm.
it does an annoyed, angry tail slap.
Okay.
Because it's you being, how dare you? Of course, it's not going to hit you because I already know that. Of course not. It rolled a 1. It literally tried to tail slap you, loses its balance because it's icy and everything slips and falls into the water because I rolled a friggin' 1.
Okay. Six.
Or fly.
You're gonna fly?
Fly.
Okay. Yep. So where are you gonna fly to?
Right behind you.
Right behind you.
Yep.
That's that round.
The guy up top sees you.
Mm-hmm.
It's windy. He ain't gonna hit nothing. The wind makes it disadvantage.
Yeah.
He knows who you are. But the wind made it. You see him. It's kind of weird because, let's say the wind's blowing this way.
Yeah.
So you see him turn and he shoots this way.
Right. So hopefully it goes.
Yeah, he's trying to.
Yeah, he's trying to angle it around.
But you want to know what isn't affected by wind?
Magic. There you go. Just because. I'm gonna keep it in proper vein. All right. It's a random shot. He's just picking one of you. No, he's gonna pick the flyer.
As he should.
It seems more. What's your armor class, flyer?
14.
At disadvantage. Good luck, buddy. Well, let's see here. The 12. It's a 16 and a 12, but I don't know his. I gotta check his bonus.
And it's +2.
+3.
Ooh, so you got hit.
So he actually managed to angle it. For 10 points. 7 points.
Combo, huh?
Yeah, you got one.
Okay. So is he within 60 feet?
You can count if you look at the. It,
Three.
yes, it is.
5,
His was a freebie. You
6,
came up and you fired. Now we go to
7,
initiative.
8, 9, 10. So yes, it is within 60 feet.
So I'm
It's initiative.
gonna cast Hellish Rebuke because that is a
It's a
reaction.
reaction.
Nat 20.
Okay.
So that
This is a saving throw or an attack.
this is a dexterity saving
It's a
throw.
save. So rolling in that nat 20 was a waste.
Didn't matter. It's fine.
What's the save?
Dexterity saving
Dex,
throw.
which is pretty darn good, but I don't think a 12 will do it.
Perfect. So that's gonna be 2d10 fire damage.
Okay, nice.
I didn't want that dice anyway.
Yeah, I'll put it in my collection. Not a problem.
I really don't. This one. Find it in a minute. So 4.
13 run.
So 8 points of damage, Ron.
Where is my phone go?
Goodness.
See if I can find my phone here. Yep, it is.
Yeah, this one.
Initiatives. I got yours. 13.
Yep. Jared, initiative?
Right.
13, 15.
What do I get? What do I get? What do I get?
My phone is about to die.
Or 15
-1.
or 14.
Yeah, still higher than everybody else.
21, I thought, for 23 for Jax.
Here we go. So, Trex is up front.
My phone is about to die.
Dex save.
Dex save. 17.
Yeah.
Goes to Holden.
All right. So. Let's go storm the boat.
Let's see.
Hmm?
What Discord is he in? What Discord?
Thursday morning gaming.
First, I gotta actually get on to.
Oh,
Well, actually, I could
let's
see
see
if
if I
I could
know.
have bow and arrow.
This is
Is
true,
he
but
on,
it is at disadvantage because of the wind. And you're already at -1 because you. No, bow is your dex, not fair.
It's not Discord. It's Messenger.
Yeah, I just hung up on him. 'Cause
I mean, I'm like, maybe I'll.
I'm literally gonna die.
Well, you can do everything. You can shoot and still move. So you shoot. You roll it twice, take the lower.
That's a 9.
That's so funny.
He's in another
That's a
call.
10.
So 9 plus your dex modifier.
There we go.
Yeah, sorry, my phone was gonna die, Brian.
Where's my modifier? Where did my paper go? I'm trying to find the paper.
For what? Flip until you
No,
it's in the fighter.
I don't know what page. My 30. Oh, it's -1.
Oh, your dex. Okay. So yeah, that arrow goes into the water.
And I'm losing the arrow.
There you go. That's a marker for your fighter.
So,
And then I'll figure it out. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That puts them about here.
All right.
oh, it was a shot. So,
Now your turn, Cinda.
Let's go with Eldritch Blast. 16.
Yes.
14 points.
Are you going to be flying over?
Yep.
6.
He's flying. He doesn't have to worry about it.
I know,
There's
but
no place to put me, that's all.
other than he's flying, but that's where he's at
That's
right
fine.
now. All right. Now me.
Come up.
Since we can.
He can't move out of the way. It's a gangplank.
It's a 5-foot space, right?
You're a medium creature.
We cannot. We've always
gang-
been. We've
The
always,
gangplank isn't 5 feet. The gangplank's only like 3.5 feet. That's what I had. I didn't have a gangplank. The gangplank's just this little.
1, 2.
Make your jump disadvantage. It is slippery. It is wet. It is windy. It is cold.
No.
Yeah, you guys. No, you already used
I
it.
used it on
You
the
used it.
seal.
He used it on the seal.
Guidance doesn't matter. It's not per action.
No,
No, it's
per
once.
action.
It's
Once it's
you.
done. It
Once
lasts.
it's done.
Yeah. Yeah, it lasts up to a minute, and you got a minute to use it.
Well, first off, my lowest roll was a 15. My highest was a nat 20.
Say, I don't care about your highest. Care about
I know.
your lowest.
15. So it would be a 16.
Okay, you jump across. And you see, because it's inside here. Because he's up, he doesn't see when you come here. See in there.
Okay, so that was 1D. And 25.
It's another watch, but kind of, yeah, screw this. He got the crap deal.
Yep. But yeah.
So I
we
must
go.
have missed it. Did you swap these two?
Yeah, you just
Okay.
13 and 5 is 18.
Evasion. How's that work? I forget.
Evasion. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Evasion mechanics. You can nimbly dodge. You can nimbly dodge out of the way of a certain area of effects, such as an ancient dragon's fiery breath
Okay.
or an ice storm spell, while you're subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex save.
If it's not a melee attack, I'm not concerned with it.
Yep.
If she gets hit with a spell, then we'll go there.
Yep.
So
All right. So I'm assuming that hit
what'd you roll?
18.
I've got to check. Yeah, not a dragon.
Okay. 9 points slashing. Oh, and I forgot to do this beforehand. Bonus action, I get angry. I lost out on 2 points on that, but
Okay,
it is
goes to them. Takes him everything he has just to get to here. And he'll just go at negative now until he can get into melee. Yeah, the arrow goes flying off into the wind. The one with you, that has a quarterstaff.
and
Okay. Perception.
perception.
Everybody?
No, just
Okay.
11 plus 15.
15. You notice the eyes, they're solid red.
Really?
Yeah, just solid red. No iris or anything, just solid red.
So am I.
Start swinging the quarterstaff like it knows what it's doing.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Okay.
7
Okay.
and a 24.
24 is going to hit, not a dragon.
Yep. And get my D8s there. Using it two-handed. So nat 20 is 14. Total of 17. Only rolled a 3, so 17 on the nat 20. And the second hit is 4.
I thought you said 7.
Plus 3.
Okay. No, okay.
8.
Okay.
So 8 plus 4
Okay.
is 12.
All right.
Plus the roll.
All right. So,
And then the second hit felt so confident with that solid thunk against you, only rolled a 1. With damage
so
plus
total
4,
of 24.
5.
Total of 20. No, 22.
Right.
22.
Yeah.
Oh, half.
And screams inside, yells. Unfortunately, a 10 isn't going to. The wind.
Yeah.
The wind makes it automatically. Otherwise, it would have been a 19. So the wind made it automatic. can't yell inside, just standing outside and is yelling and is banging on the door. But no reaction because it's nasty.
Yep. It's like, hey, get out of here. It's like,
Top of the round, we go to checks.
Healing word, he said. Okay.
Range,
Well, he can.
yeah, he needs to get up there because he has to look down to see you.
Okay.
These are to scale. If your head barely, that ball fate barely.
Okay. No, you
In
have
order to see him, you got to be on the gangplank. Okay, 7 is 7.
7 is definitely 7.
Okay, you go to Holden.
All right.
Break out, Holden. You gonna get him?
I'll try and hit a little archer.
Yeah, he's going to.
Alright. Gonna try again. See if 17.
Yeah, but you're disadvantaged because of the wind.
Roll it again. So it's a 16. Plus 1 is, plus 2 is, 18.
Well, my dexterity is -1
Right, but your proficiency is plus 2.
of 8.
You learn real quick after 2 shots, using these arrows really isn't giving me much of a, but you can still move. So 5, 10, 15, because he's going under him, but you count the stairs.
5,
I'm
Five,
covering
15.
He was here, so
Yeah,
5, 10, 15, 20,
20.
25, 30. We'll get him
25.
angled. If he goes there and then angles, yeah.
You can get engaged. But yeah. All right. Cinda, you're
Yeah, I'm floating.
you're
Yeah, I'm up there.
yep.
So we're gonna take another Eldritch Blast at this person right here. We're going to miss.
That's all right.
I'm floating 10 feet above this.
Yeah.
Bad boy. Just-
My turn. All right.
They're flying.
Mhm.
Fly spell.
No,
It's
I have
you can-
wings.
You have wings. I didn't think about this, but give me a dex. No, strength check.
Against the wind.
Nice. 12.
Rolling D4.
1.
1, rounding up 5. It blows you. You get blown 5 feet over the water. Just moving down to the other side.
Yeah, you're still up here, but
Yep,
you're over the
just-
water.
Floating. It's fine.
I didn't think about that. You're going against this gale force wind.
Okay.
Might be a good idea.
I'll land next time.
I literally just remembered that. Oh, wait a minute. We've got this huge wind going
Yeah,
on.
I'll land next
You,
time.
as soon as you went up, I should have made you roll and buffeted you around.
Yeah, I should have.
You go, "Huh, whoa, I did it, I did it."
Does a 15 hit this guy?
AC. Yes.
So 10 on my die roll, actually, which is nice. But it would be nice if I did more than minimum damage. So 4.
4 or 14. I heard 10.
No. I rolled a 10. It's nice to know that at least a 10 or higher on this 50,
Okay.
50 shot.
Yeah.
I only did 4. Oh, excuse me, I'm raging.
Yeah.
6
You did
damage.
Okay.
I was still angry. That is the end of the first go. Where'd my pencil go? There it is.
Okay. Oh, goes to them. All right. 5, 10. That's actually 15 because they're in 15, 20. He only gets to here to engage.
Right.
And he just obviously. 3 attacks, scimitar, dagger. This is their ship.
Yeah, multi-attacks against people without.
But their damage curve isn't really that great.
Neither's mine. Not yet.
Yeah. I thought you'd wait for her and try to ambush instead. You go to the ship. Has the crew aboard. So
We never do things the easy way.
nat 20 and a 22 and a miss.
Okay.
So 9. I'll give you the total here. 9, 13. 19 total.
Ow.
Yeah.
No.
You hear this one say something. Chow.
Because then
And turns to go after the air. That one's engaged with you. And unless you speak infernal.
I speak infernal, but I'm over the side of the boat.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not over the side of the boat. I'm just off. I guess, I don't know, could I hear it?
No, not with the wind, not where you are. It's literally right up front.
Yeah.
3 attacks. Damn.
but
Nat 20 and a miss.
a 1.
No, a 9.
So not, but
12.
another nat 20.
Yeah, the other one was a 15 and a 12. So only hit you once.
Your dad smacked you hard.
All right, how many points am I getting?
Gilda is 12 plus 13. Total of 17.
7. Oh boy. So I'm at
No,
2
I
hit
wasn't
points.
Your hit points are higher.
Oh wait, I thought.
You're 3rd level now.
Oh, so. Well, my armor class is still at 19. So.
Yes.
Yeah, I only hit you for one. Well, yeah, I only hit you the one time, but it was a solid blow.
Good points.
Oh wait, what am I?
D10, so that's 6 plus.
They're up top.
Right now, I'm looking at combo. 62 is 8. So you're at 42 hit points total.
No, it's up. It's what he has up there.
Oh, total of 34?
It's only 3rd level.
Okay.
Okay, wait. So I'm at 34.
Oh.
Okay.
His max is 42.
Okay.
Yeah. Still banging on the door. No. Almost.
So,
That's a plus.
That's a plus.
so I'm at 17.
Yeah.
Okay, so armor. So okay, I guess.
Your armor class is 19 with 17 hit points now.
Okay, so I was always doing armor class minus it, so
No. Your armor class, what it needs to hit you, then you have X amount of hit points.
Okay, so possible when I died those few times, I probably had more hit points.
Probably. It goes to Trex.
Your turn, Trex. Holden, if you're gonna do anything, do it to Holden. Yep. No.
No, it's nowhere near you.
2, 3.
I don't
1,
want
2, 3, 4, 6. You can maximum movement will get you up there for you can do it so you can do a cure.
okay. But then I would be engaged with them.
Correct.
But I can use. Plus 16.
12 points back.
Jared?
Heal.
Whoa, hold on. Wait, what's that?
You used your full 30 to get there.
Okay, so
It doesn't add to your movement total.
all right, 29.
You'll be able to scurry next round.
We go to Holden.
Hey, back to me again. All right. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna go charge at him with a sword. Let's see if I can. Okay, that's a 9.
Plus your
Plus everything.
Plus,
no.
Right.
He was about to go down. He
plus
was
strength.
one more critical hit away from going down.
Your sheet tells what your bonuses are.
I'm looking good, reasonably speaking.
I don't understand.
Oh, why didn't I write those down, idiot? So strength is oh yeah, you're plus 5 with everything. Everything on the sheet. I for some reason I didn't write down, but everything's
So
plus
I'm
5 to
at
hit.
14.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah.
To that guy.
I cannot see well from this angle. Sorry.
Yeah, that's against Gilda.
Is it just that? No, we got that one left too.
AC 14.
Good job.
Swap.
So you hit. Do your damage.
Yes. All right. Wait, what's
D8.
I forget where.
3.
Which one it is? It's,
This one, this size, this kind.
come on.
Yep.
One.
Plus 3 is
So
4.
3 is 4.
All right.
And
That's okay. I understand.
All right, well,
Goes to
let's,
Cinder.
We're just gonna land right here.
Yeah, won't allow you to do it because you only go on 5 feet. So you fight the roll me. No, I'm just going to do this. Your movement is 5 feet, but costs you 10 because you're going against the wind.
Okay.
You know what you're doing now, so it costs you 10 to land there in case you decide to keep moving later.
So I guess we'll go back to this guy right here with Eldritch Blast. 13.
Misses.
All right.
Go to Mullock.
Yeah, should have been.
Yeah, the miss was a miss anyway. I just had.
I'm gonna-
the boat.
This guy back here. You know what? No. Yeah, this guy back here, because they've got
Okay, turn to that one that's been doing most of the,
yeah, that's got 3 attacks. Yeah.
they both have 3 attacks.
Well, doesn't matter anyway.
It's just that his damage is D6 and D4 versus D8s.
Oh, he's a D64.
D6, D4. Well, it's D6, D4, D4
Okay.
because scimitar once, dagger twice. The other one is D8, D8, D8 because it's swinging the staff. Every time.
Oh, in that case, it's the guy with the staff.
Yeah, with the staff.
So does a 16 hit?
A
Yes.
16 does hit the staff color thing.
Staff feller takes 8 plus 3 is 11 plus 2 is 13. Would have been great for a crit, but no.
Goes to them. All right, Steve. Man, what the hell? Another nat 20.
That's not the one with the D8s, is it?
That's who's attacking you.
So they're
No, the one who's attacking you is scimitar guy. D8 is attacking there. So a 20 plus a 17 in fact, is both hit.
the 17 misses.
17 plus 5.
Oh, okay. No, it's just you said 17. I said
And
no,
then
17.
a 20.
Okay.
No,
They all hit.
they all hit.
Yeah.
Man, that dice rolling hot for me. I don't know why.
It's all the extra super glue you put on the bottom.
Yeah. So,
Ron, you
12,
remember those wooden D6s
15,
that got
22.
he had a set of wooden D6s that he used.
Total of 33.
It seems like it hurt.
It did. I'm not down.
And on Jared,
Why do you think I'm going
one hit.
down?
Oh, Jared got lucky. Only one hit Jared for 6. Well, it was the nat 20. This is like the third time in a row with the 3 attacks. I've gotten at least one nat 20.
That 20.
Thing is, Brian, you forget I'm raging. All that's halved.
Yeah, it's hitting him hard, but they are done. Let me see if they woke the guys up inside. At that took advantage. You're lucky an 18 became an 11.
All right. Now it's back to Trex.
They look like they've got some bumps and bruises on them. Both of them look about the same, bumps and bruises.
I don't know if I should hit him or try to heal.
Oh, you can't reach the guy with the staff because you've got 2 of us in front, unless you're using magic.
I would get a sneak attack on one, but I'm thinking I might need to heal you and scurry. How bad are you looking and how bad is Holden?
Holden's got 16 of 34. Or something like 34, 30.
Yeah, we're both looking about half. Go ahead and do Holden. If you're gonna heal somebody, heal Holden.
All right.
I'm not 28, 34. I mean, I'm pretty decent.
Oh, you're at how much?
I'm at 28.
He's at 28 of 34. Never mind.
I'm looking at this.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's the arrows.
This one. Yep. Okay. On
Those are my arrows.
On the one that,
Arrows I have left.
Oh, okay.
he's gonna do his
On the one that was the fox guard.
yeah, the scimitar guy.
Hits.
Succeed to damage.
No,
No, never. That's only to actually succeeding.
14.
14 points.
It's my bonus. Chunk.
All right. Go to Holden. Hit something.
All
all right,
right.
so you're not going,
Just put him on the
so you're
third.
just up here?
12.
Plus.
No, plus 5.
Yeah.
Right. So
Hits.
17. What can I hit with? Oh, my.
You're smored. Does a D8 plus your strength modifier.
Let's see. 5.
So you do 8.
8.
And that's on the quarterstaff guy.
Yes.
Alright, I'm
With
gonna,
Cinder.
I'm gonna make this guy shit or get off the pot. I'm gonna create bonfire right where he is.
Okay.
On a wooden ship.
On
Already
a wooden
did it.
ship.
No.
Hope you guys can fight and hope you guys can swim.
It's gonna take a ship.
Nope. It's gonna be pretty much quick because of the wind. It's gonna blow it and it's gonna.
Actually, that's a cantrip, so it doesn't really matter. So 1d8.
So much for getting something that's gonna cost. That's
Too
worth
late.
like 1,000 gold pieces.
Done and done.
Points of damage.
Yeah,
It's windy. Those flames are immediately blowing. It's not like it's just sitting there. He hits it, and those flames just start blowing. Because, like I said, it was blowing this way, so it blows behind it, hits the door, and we're talking, and it catches.
all right.
How many heals you got left? I can use that. Okay, use them. He's got 2 and then the spare.
All right. Let's see you, Brian.
What's the damage?
8.
Start screaming with 8.
Really? You're worse than Laya. You're worse than his daughter. She will fireball everything.
Here's the thing. I think you forgot the wind is blowing. So you hit it and it cooks it, but it immediately blows behind him. So it's immediate.
You're setting the
spring
whole
effect.
ship
You're
on
now
fire.
starting to burn the boat.
Well, let's hope she's in that room right there.
Well, they
I would
know
have
now.
loved 1,000 gold pieces.
Me too, but
No, apparently not.
I want people to die.
All right. We go to Moloch.
Do you want me to jump overboard and start giving you some water?
Well, first off, this guy right here in front of me. Oh, wait. Come on. There we go. All right. The bow guy, the scimitar dude. All right, a 19 plus is going to be a hit. 7 and 5 is 12.
Okay.
All right. I don't know if the guy that's in the middle of the fire is going to take an attack of opportunity.
I don't know yet either.
But I am going to maneuver, stay engaged with this guy. I'm just maneuvering around back just so I can.
Okay. This is a con check to see if because it's not until he gets out, so it's still in it and nothing's going to change. So it's a con check to A 2. Burning does not take that. Is that hurt?
Yeah. All right. So,
Now it goes to them.
yeah.
The boat, the boat is on fire.
This part is starting to.
Really? Rick.
You know where the flames are. Give me. I see one right in the front. Second one down.
See, he knew exactly what was going to happen. He was all ready for it. Me and Ron were talking about this earlier. So I'm going to light this fucking boat on fire. Ron said, please do. So I did.
That is burning.
Well, on the plus side,
Now, what happens if I put the fire out?
You can
you
put
put
it
your-
out where you started it. You cannot put out the natural fire.
Yeah.
Um,
hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Do what you're gonna do. I'm gonna.
Look up something.
Yep.
okay. This guy.
Where the hell are you going?
The ship's on fire.
So he's going past me.
Yeah, the ship's on freaking fire.
To the 6. If I can roll more than 1 on my damage dice.
Well, that's my problem. Is I haven't been able to do anything. So I'm like, oh, screw it. I'll do something.
This one. You see the eye suddenly pop normal. Perception.
Probably not.
You're right in front of it. It's pretty easy.
Pretty easy. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, that's a 13.
It's only a 10 because you're literally looking right at, and you don't forget, you move away. This is the same 6 seconds. So as you're booking away and you're ready in case it tries to attack you, you see this essence leave its body. And the eyes pop normal.
Okay.
And starts to scream, drops the quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Doesn't even know, who are you? Put out the fire, put out the fire, and runs basically over here to bucket.
Okay.
To bucket. Ships have buckets.
Oh, yeah. Fire.
Going to try to put out the fire kind of thing.
He drops it down in, and that is
You
what
don't have to create water, do you?
No,
Shape water, I think it is.
no.
The door flies open,
Okay.
and you see one reach over, whereas another guy has a bucket because they have water stores in here, so they're fresh water. And they're starting to.
You can
They're not
drop the
attacking.
concentration, on the bonfire part.
Right, so you got the concentration.
Yeah, but this is what they're doing, and you see that they're in there. That's their focus. They're done. Ship's on fire, man. They got more important things to do. So Trex can take this opportunity to do some more healing.
All right. On Holden. Not Holden. On me then. Because Holden's in fairly good shape. 3 plus 2. 5 plus 4 is 9. Okay. Yay. All right. Holden. Actually, he would have gone up and then scurried back.
Yeah.
You can chase the guy that ran.
I was, I was about to say.
You just moved the bad guy.
I was about to say I could shoot with the arrow, but the wind.
Yeah.
The wind is still. All right. I'll chase him. Or do I still have the whatever? Yeah, 5.
That's 5 is 10.
Yeah.
Big bad fire.
I just imagine.
Pyro.
I just imagine chasing guys.
It's cedar for a reason. Things need to burn.
Have you ever watched All for One?
Me? I'm not sure. All right, so is it,
Trixie.
so is it just
This guy's getting away.
that's the only bad guy we have left, right?
The
No,
other one- the other
these guys
one's
are fighting the
grabbing-
fire.
this
Okay.
round is he's pulling up a bucket,
Basically, the other guys are fighting the fire.
and you can see inside their fresh water that they keep inside. They're using it because they can get fresh. They're in port.
They're fighting the fire.
I'm trying to decide what I want to do here.
Why?
Because I don't want that one to get away.
Right. Okay.
Against all my better judgment,
Okay.
I'm gonna try to grapple this one. At -1.
You had to fly up to get over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
strength, or you
Strength.
get thrown.
7.
No, you fly up.
So I
And-
fly up and I go where? Which way?
I'll just randomly. This one is a D8. One being my way. 7. So
Hmm?
This way.
you get blown up against the sail. You literally get blown against. So you're pinned up against the sail.
Okay. So you're pinned up there, but what do you do?
Well, I mean, I guess I'm not gonna do what I thought I wanted. So we'll go wisdom saving throw. That one.
Wisdom. 19 is my base.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Get it. Up there. Oh, wait a minute. No, you're pinned up against the mast. Sorry, the sail's not out.
Right.
Duh. It
Same.
just shows that way. It's
Same.
rolled up. In the rigging that's there.
So is there an inside up here too?
Yeah, it's actually two stories.
And
It's a nice
how
boat.
bad is the fire right now?
Well, they're busy putting it out.
Okay.
So I have no how bad is it. It is a fire that is blocking the way, and you see somebody on the bottom putting it out and somebody at the top screaming and trying to put it out from that part.
Wow.
The good part is the guy at the bottom, there's 2.
Yep.
Up top, it's only 1.
Female?
You don't know. There's a fire in the way. I'm telling you as to how long it will take to put it out. You got 2 versus 1.
Okay. In that case, I am going to hold my action.
Okay. Goes to them. Jared can get an attack of opportunity. He's booking.
All right.
Totally missed. So right about here.
Yep. All right.
And the other, they're putting out a fire.
Okay. Trex's turn is done.
And it goes to Holden.
And go up and,
I did need to get off of that anyway.
yes, you
but
did, but I just did not see the thread
10.
plus 5.
15. That's a hit.
All right. Finally. Oh, 6 plus 3.
Yeah. Nice.
That hurt.
It did hurt.
Yeah, he's not looking too good.
All right.
All right. So, being that I'm kind of stuck over in here, can I cast Eldritch Blast from? Well, I gotta get down, right?
Well, you're actually
I'm kind of
right-
Yeah,
you're
you're
actually right
pivot
about
like
there.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So you-
I gotta get down, right?
So you could slide down on top of Trex off to the side if you want. But before you before you do any of your movement, you can cast.
All right. Yeah, I'll cast first then. Let's see. Not 20.
It's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Not 20.
Yeah. Going.
All right, so that's 10 plus you have agonizing, right? So
Yeah.
it's 14,
Plus 3,
17.
13.
You got us running away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see him. He shoots it down there, blast, and he literally blows a hole from the back right out the chest,
Right.
and he drops.
All right.
All right. I'll just move right here.
All right.
It's the end of my turn.
And so those guys are still fighting the.
Well,
Is
on
it
my
go-
on my turn to put up, but they're putting it out. That's not my go yet. So you see
Okay.
that part of flames is down, but up top they're still burning.
So the person on top.
He turns and screams at Cinder. Aren't you going to help? Got no clue who you are.
Even though
No
he's-
idea. Help me put out the fire. What's wrong with you?
I look at him. I look back at you. Go over at him, and I'm like,
Okay. Mullet.
Uh,
That's a free action.
Yeah.
Just something that.
yep. Holding my action.
Okay. You see him, and then from the inside this round, that he only puts out that part of the fire.
Okay.
Okay. That is just to know it's because he goes back and forth, and that's why I took it's 10 to here, puts it out, then 10, 15, 20, 25. He's starting to run up with another bucket.
Okay.
He's gonna go up, go down, go up, go down. He's running up with another bucket.
Okay.
That's it. There's nothing else I can do.
In that case, while they're doing that,
Holden.
uh,
No, it's just he was holding his action. So
No, I said Holden.
as in,
yeah, because it goes to Trex
yeah, Trex is
if he can keep healing.
no,
at least build you up.
he's used his 2 spell slots already.
Okay, then he's got guidance. That
Yeah.
he can throw on. Because I think guidance isn't
It's a cantrip.
it's a cantrip, so he
It's a
can fix them
cantrip.
and it lasts until you use it. So I would say hit it with Jared
Yeah.
because he keeps missing. So at least Jared can have to give 5, 10, 15, 20. So Jared can get to here
Yeah.
and then he can have that guy. There's nothing for you to do right now. There's no targets.
Not
There's no targets.
no targets
What are you
yet.
rolling?
Hell no.
I don't know. He loves rolling.
All right. Cinder.
So I could try finding it, shooting arrows.
Yeah, but at what? There's no target.
So
This round, which counts the full round, not until this round does anything happen. But you gotta realize they went last, but then you got the whole. They literally just put the bottom fire out, and he's now running
No,
to the
no
top.
more bonfires
so
unless
now-
it's stone.
so now I'm looking at this guy that we've been blasting forever, and he's running up and down putting this fire out,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
and he
And I'm like-
just got done yelling. I
and
don't
I'm
know
like-
who you are,
and
but
I'm like, what the hell? So I look at you.
Is it
I look at you, and I look at him, and I'm like,
possession?
do we help him put the fire out? I'm gonna help him.
All right.
okay. Do you
Hand me the
have
bucket. Hand me the bucket.
do you have a cantrip or anything? Do you have anything that ice or water?
No.
Or, no.
No.
Okay.
I create bonfire.
Right. So you can go to here so that you can start. He goes, oh yeah, throws it up and hands you the bucket. You're now in this line to start putting out this fire.
And I go inside on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. That was about as good of an idea as the bonfire.
Of course.
Okay. This is the main cabin.
Yep.
Okay, I don't need to open it. This is where Gilda stayed. Your watchman stayed, and there's a small galley.
Okay. But
Nobody there. They
you're right there. So there's nobody down.
yeah.
Is there a way up?
There is. She's just running up and down, put out the bottom fire to run up to
So
the
there's a
top.
woman running up and down.
Well, she's up right now.
Okay. But it is there's
And it's what it is it's she dropped a because the outside is the main way with the stairs,
but she
but there's
dropped
inside ladder, emergency.
yeah,
And there's a
it's-
ladder.
It's the ladder that you see in some ceilings where you pull it down and it kind of like folds out, that kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like anything, you need two egresses because it is a boat to fire. So if it starts on the top, you can get down. If it starts at the bottom, get up.
All right.
But you hear her, and this round is when she has the bucket to throw on the fire.
Seems like the fire wasn't such a bad idea.
I run with what happened, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I'm just prepping. I'm just
Okay.
holding my
goes to
action.
their go.
Yep.
There got the conga line. You see her run down, sees you. Help with the fire. Just stand there.
Yeah, let's just leave.
All right. Is there bucket?
There's a few buckets. There's
I'll grab a
well, it's not so much bucket. There's the cooking pans and stuff. There's things to grab and can start handing it to her halfway up, and you eventually put out the fire. Who are you?
You don't recognize us?
Have
This is the woman.
Yeah, I have no idea who you are. Who are you? Anyway, thanks for. I'm glad you showed up. I guess you saw the fire and came to help. Thank you.
Do an insight on her, and I know what's gonna happen after seeing the lights go out in the other guy's eyes.
Well, there's the other guy. Also the other thing, it was a kobold. It's like, where is it? And until I flip the page. On the inside, there's also a kobold. And he doesn't know who you are. So
16?
they're sitting there, they have no clue who you are. Zero clue. Totally confused. Does not know how she got. They don't even know how the boat got here. Where are we? Aranon. The hell we doing in Aranon?
Where are you from?
One of the villages further north. That's where their last stop was. They know Aeronock, just that this isn't where they were. They were up someplace else. Last remembers was being on her boat. Doesn't even know how long ago it was. Zero concept, completely lost.
It's February 1st for all intents and purposes.
But she lost almost like 2 weeks, kind of like when things started with you.
It's funny, you may not know us, but we sure in the hell remember you.
Okay, I don't know you.
You almost killed us.
Why the hell would I do that? I don't even know you.
Talk is cheap. You can say you don't know us, but
Look, I don't know what your problem is. I don't know who the hell you are. I have no freaking clue who the hell you are.
so who are you then?
Lyosa, I'm a merchant.
And what do you merchant?
Goods.
Like,
Anything and everything that the city needs.
like,
Like anything.
so doing hits for people.
Doing what?
Murder for hire, hits, anything like
Why
that?
the hell would I do that? It's not what I do. I'm just a sailor.
Looks like a lot more than a sailor before.
Dude, I don't know what your problem is. I don't know who the you are. You're saying I've done things. I have no freaking clue what the hell you're talking about.
And Moloch, what do you think?
I think she's telling the truth, but I also think her mind's been messed with.
I agree with the mess up part.
Go out to the dock, drag the body back on board. Is this one of your crew?
What happened to him?
He attacked us along with the rest of your crew.
I don't know why. I don't know why. Great, I have to replace him.
Because this guy's all beat up all the hell. I've got scratches on me. He's got scratches. These are from
Okay,
your.
look. I don't know. What part of that do you not understand?
No, I understand.
I don't know what the hell is going on here.
Where do you recall last being? Please.
I just told you up at doing my last run, loading cargo
For who?
That doesn't
for
matter.
the city,
That doesn't matter.
for any
Just-
buyer.
Ron, this is Steve asking the DM. I'm asking for the port. Okay. So
I don't.
You don't
There's
know.
all kinds of towns and villages
Okay.
up there.
So this is not a link to where to go to.
No.
All right. That's all I'm trying to
Right.
establish. This line.
Somewhere from that port, her mind was just. That's just the last place she remembers.
Right.
That's why I was kind of asking the fact of where or who were you doing
There are
work from?
spells that muddle your mind. That's just. She could have been anywhere. Doesn't remember. She literally just told you that 3 weeks of her life are gone. There's a lot of movement could have happened in those 3 weeks.
Oh, absolutely. It's just
And you saw this thing leave, this entity leave Gilda,
Gilda. That's this one.
the one with the staff.
Oh,
Staff's
yeah.
laying on the ground. It's still lying there,
You gonna
not
show-
burnt,
You gonna show her the medallion?
not touched.
Not burnt and not touched.
No.
I don't touch.
Don't touch. Don't touch what?
Well, you have medallion, but I'm going to assume you have it underneath. You don't
Yes.
have it
Well, that's why I was asking Steven, like, is that something that you're going to show or no?
Now that we need to get rid of somehow without touching.
Ooh, don't touch it. What'd you say? No, touch it.
She's clueless.
Touching
She is
bad.
100% clueless, does not know what happened
It tracks
or
crap
how
like that.
long.
Hmm.
This time was gone.
Hmm.
If you cast Find Familiar, do you not pick things up? It's not like Mage Hand.
Yes, but I think they can only carry up to 5 pounds or 10.
5 or
pounds.
10.
It's either 5 or 10, which I think a staff falls in the 5 to
It's
10
just a
pound.
staff.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't have. See, I don't need. Oh, you know
What?
what? I have Find Familiar as a R. What is that?
Ritual.
Ritual.
Yeah. Takes a full 10 minutes to cast, but you need your ingredients, your material components. Oh, we got charcoal. Ron, we get charcoal here.
Okay.
The burnt timbers. No, but
Right, incense worth 10 gold pieces.
mhm.
Octopus.
So Ron, would you say her name was again?
Hmm?
That wasn't Leah Solo, was it? That was
The swashbuckler's Leah Soda.
Okay.
The one with the staff is Gilda.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the one I forgot, which was the kobold,
Yep.
part of the crew, is where's the thing? Walmart.
Walmart. Okay.
WOLMAR. Walmart.
Walmart. All
So,
right.
so I asked them, hey, you have any incense on this boat?
No,
Nothing that smells good on this boat.
only me.
And I guess I could burn you for 10 gold pieces. Wouldn't be a problem. So that's what you want. You don't have any incense on this boat?
Backing away. Stender. Backing away, grabbing the sword. I didn't do anything. What's your guys' problem?
You grabbing that fucking sword is a problem.
Me. Literally. He backs off, and then the others and Gilda is looking around and just reaches for like a club, a pan. It just has no clue how to do combat with a staff. Has no idea. And of course, the kobold hears this, and what's a kobold? That's a kobold. I think it just has a club too. Oh, there we go. It's kobold. Oh, just starts flexing his muscles, and this is literally a medium-sized kobold,
Just like
and he is bulky.
yeah, I can flex too. Ron? Eyes turn red. Doing.
That's a thing it can do.
I'm gonna do an intimidation because I can do it at advantage.
Yeah, versus this kobold. Let me see the kobold. Okay.
Ron?
Enters wisdom, I do
Okay.
believe.
11.
I don't know the way. It's a 50-50 shot the way I've been rolling. I've been literally rolling super high, super low.
Is he at advantage or disadvantage?
No, I just like the sound.
Okay.
15 plus.
Okay, so he's not intimidated.
No, he flexes his muscles. Yeah.
Perfect. I'm not scared of you.
It's not intimidating. You just stop the intimidation. You just threaten them. And so they all kind of take up a defensive stance. They don't know what's going on. No clue.
Let me talk to my associate. What exactly do you want to do right here? Let's kill him. Get down with it, take the boat. I mean, I'm okay with all those things.
Lucky
You know,
that perception to hear you was a 6.
to be fair, if their mind was as messed up, they were possessed. I saw something leave along with the strap.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So it's not it's not them. It's something else.
Think it's that staff.
I think it has something to do with the staff.
Yeah.
Now, do I know? I know what you are, right?
Yeah.
So you make no bones about being a warlock.
No.
Then my guy leans into you and said, so do you think you could ask your patron about that staff?
I may be able to do that.
All right. So while you're doing that, I'll try. Smooth some. Pour some oil on the waters. As you know, things have been kind of frustrating all around. I apologize if we feel.
The city went kaboom. They remember that. They were here before.
I understand things for you. You've lost some time, so we're just trying to put into perspective and reconcile you now versus you 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago.
I just remember waking up to the place on fire and putting out.
Well, I'm not talking about you specifically, but
All of them pretty much.
Yeah.
Woke up that the ship's on fire.
So
Bazable is my patron, correct? So is that just a mental thing?
It's a mental thing, but more or less tells you what he wants you to do at any given time.
Yeah, I know that.
Doesn't really answer questions. Kind of just tells you, do this. It's not a god. It's another worldly entity.
So therefore he'd be no help to me right here.
The spell is called Identify.
you have the spell.
Identify.
Otherwise, you just pick it up, take a chance and attune to it, and it'll do the same things.
All right.
Identify.
I do have identify. As a relic. I mean a
Ritual.
ritual. So how does that work? Do I have to roll for that?
No.
as far as identify?
No, it's just a ritual and you do it. Go ahead,
Okay.
and take a nap there. It's scroll there. You can get your power nap in.
Well, let me see if I can identify that that staff right there.
Okay, you do the ritual. They're just watching you 10 minutes, and we don't even know where that staff came from. Nobody here uses a staff. So whatever. You do the ritual. It's a +1 staff. It's +1 to hit, +1 to damage. That's what it's hurting. So it had an extra bite to it.
No, it was the nat 20s.
Right, but that extra bite.
Yeah. There was that 2 nat 20s.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nat 20 D8 +5. Yeah, so just added that extra snippet.
Yep.
So if I wanted to know anything more about it, I'd have to attune it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
if it's a cursed item, you won't know until you decide.
Until it's too late.
Identifying and all that is not going to. The thing about cursed items is nothing will tell you that they're actually cursed.
All right, so it's a +1 to hit, +1 to damage.
And don't worry, it's not cursed. It's just a +1 staff.
It's just a +1 staff.
Nothing extra, nothing special.
So it's a nice staff. Guess I'll
They don't care.
guess I'll pick it up.
In your head, of course.
I'll pick it up.
And your eyes roll back and they turn red.
Oh. I don't know about this. You guys were obviously brought here for a reason.
Don't know.
I know you don't know. I know you don't know.
They can read between the lines that you're saying you were possessed, and then you tried to kill them. They figured they were sent here to kill you, and they don't know who the hell you are.
I'm not sure really what to do from this point. We obviously came here to seek answers.
Yeah, and we found nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
What it turns into is you're keeping your perceptions up, knowing things are going on. This is dead end. You are literally at the wait and see.
All right.
You are waiting for certain things or checking for jobs.
Yep. So at this point, it looks like we're going to be.
so you want to sell this boat?
No, my livelihood.
You own the boat?
Yes,
Your family boat?
my boat.
You got proof of that?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see.
You look for a locket. Missing. Then goes to C test where there's always paperwork. My boat. Lost my locket. The locket is a copy of the owners, but this is the sealed original. My boat.
Okay.
Can I?
So what was it you were looking for?
Not looking for anything.
No, you said you.
She said it, my locket.
Well, what's the locket have to do with it?
I'm trying to steal the paperwork for the boat.
By the hands, that just imagine she's literally holding it in her hand and putting it on.
In her hand. I mean, that's okay. See, it's fine. 9, 8.
You
So 8,
go to
9, 10,
grab
11,
it.
12. 12.
You go to grab it, she pulls out. She got I don't know you guys' problem. This is my boat. Please leave. The conversation's over. Thank you for helping me putting it out, but you're now going beyond the normal. This is my freaking boat, and you want to try and steal it from me all of a sudden?
I was just trying to look at it.
You're standing in it. You can look at it all you want.
No, you had it rolled up in your hand.
That's my ownership papers. That's why I opened them and showed them to you. Leave my boat. We are done here.
Yeah.
What do you mean, nah? Get the hell off my boat. And again, that stance.
I'm just, sometimes he's just like shaking his head, chuckling. He's like, oh boy. Oh boy. Out of character. This is definitely not you and your Echo Knight. Definitely totally different side of you. Oh my word. It's like the thing is though, is if I let Mullock go down his oh my. You,
I mean,
Mullock is sitting here like no. He's talking to himself. He's holding. No. Yeah, no.
Oh my God.
No.
I'm just
Hold on a minute.
there's no wrong or right answer. You guys decide.
All right. I'm sorry.
Look at the bottom one.
Here. No, I'm asking because she's going to do an insight check. So it's a question of whether or not.
No, this is
No, she is going to do an insight.
Right. Steve is like, but Mullock is like, no.
You roll your wisdom.
Go ahead.
It's not a save, it's just a check.
15.
Okay. Okay. Stop trying to do what you're trying to do. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm like, what's going through my head is like, I like the direction it's going, but I know that I shouldn't go down that road. Okay, that's the mentality that he's in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's like, oh boy, yes. Oh. No, because what else is going through his mind is that I have to go ahead and leave town 1 foot in front of the. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Ron.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to be. I'm looking at things right now. I'm gonna ask to leave like a little early today because I have to
No.
stop at the.
I'm actually going to 12:17. I'm going to just tell you how to roll it up into the next thing.
Okay.
Because this was literally a side thing. And it was to give you more information and depended upon what happened. The fire threw things into everything else. Otherwise, you'd have fighting and everything like that. But the fire was a good and bad at the same time. The good being you got the fire and forced the things that were controlling them to leave because they didn't want to get burned. They die by fire.
Oh.
They didn't want to hang around for that. Magic and fire also was doing damage to them within. Your regular damage wasn't doing anything, but every time you hit him with blasts, had to mark separate damage. And the fire, that's why it left it was in the fire. It was a magical fire, and it was cooking the thing within, and it had already taken X amount of damage from that. And the other's like, okay, we're out of here.
Yeah, when I casted bonfire. I was like, oh, it's 6 seconds. My thought was it's 6 seconds a turn. How much can it like? My house has burned down in real life, so I'm like, how much fire can really happen in 6 seconds? Like 6, 12, 18. Like,
Right.
so I was kind of thinking that way. I'm like, it's fine, no big deal.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking,
But what does wind do?
oh no,
Flames.
I didn't think about that because
Yeah.
my thought was, I was like, well, if I set the fire right there in front of the door,
It would have, if there's no wind or anything, it would have taken longer to catch, but the wind just,
well, I was thinking because there's 2 medium characters right there, so it couldn't go through there, couldn't go through the characters, so it had to go back to the door, or just sit there and burn. And that was when I was like, oh, what a great idea. I'm like, yeah, it might catch on fire. And then you're like, oh yeah, the wind. And I'm like,
yeah. Stroke the flames. So it went from magical to real shit. But these things are, they're susceptible to fire, so even real fire would hurt them. And any magical attack. Okay. This is how it happens. All right. Now, i.e., she would have been a contact for mobility, but you really screwed the bad side. You screwed the pooch on that with the constant threats. So that boat is not available.
so that boat has sailed.
That boat has literally sailed. If you need coaches, don't forget there's Hiff and Snither. They're the Teamsters that you had good rapport with.
Was that Hip and Snither?
Yeah, they're the halfling team. You get good rapport and you stop them from being killed and
Yeah.
the bands of attack and everything like that. So there is them for transport. Now, this is just the overview.
So I did kind of want to kill a shark, but I didn't want to jump in the water.
Well, that whole thing was if it got knocked into the water.
Yeah, like
There's even here, I even put my giant crab. It likes to grab people. So he was under the docks. If you say, I'm going to go run into there. Oh, there's a giant crab underneath there.
Sorry, more?
Dinner
That's
for
the only one. No, it's only one.
Yeah, I've only got one. Easy to kill if you had to fight it, but I said I've only got one, so I used it. What is I have this little area that's all sea things. So I kind of threw them all out. And this is to show you that you did have sharks that are in the water.
Oh yeah. I was assuming there'd be more than just sharks in the water.
Don't forget your horses.
I've been
No, I'm just because for the time, I'm about to tell you how much time, so don't forget your horses.
Should have just killed them.
PCs hear nothing. Now this is you know something weird is going on, so you're really on a wait and see because this was a site, a dead end, but you know things are going on. You hear nothing or find any work for 10 days.
Hold on a second. So on the guild.
Yeah, you hear nothing. This is a 10-day thing.
All right, so this is 10 days from.
This is February 10th now.
Okay, hold on just a moment.
You had your 5 days, now
Yep.
you're 10 days. So 15 days that you track total. But the first 5 are you don't pay for your
Right.
your stay.
I'm doing math.
Don't do math. That's Dave's job.
If you want me to pay for everything, then let me do math.
Yeah, but you can do that whenever you feel like it.
So 5. So
That stuff you can backtrack and say this is what it's going to cost me and everything. That's neither here nor there.
yeah, I know, but I have to 6 days. Stable. Okay. All right, and then 10 days. Ranch or living. Okay. I just have to pay. I just had to keep track of how many days. I had to write down what you told me so I could pay.
Mm-hmm. I'm just seeing how far this goes to level 4.
I got some Betty. Betty is now full and fleshed out and got
Where
there.
is I'll find it'll show it.
Wait a minute. Thing. Oh no! Oops. Okay, so
Okay, now you hear, because don't forget, you got fire, this business and bar. There are plenty of stories about quote unquote unsavory things that perk you that you're hearing about. So this might be, might not, but unsavory things going on, but too many or too late for you to be able to do anything about it.
okay,
Place is still a mess.
right.
And then of course I have my little notes here, eating time. You should still have plenty of coins for basic living. Because it's just when I saw that, it says a lot was given. So the 10 days
Yeah.
really shouldn't bite into.
No. No, we've got plenty of funds.
After the 10 days,
Okay,
Snither and Gilda.
Smither and Gilda.
Yeah, the two from the boat, not the captain.
Oh, okay. The two from the boat.
The two from the boat,
Okay.
with Hiff in the background.
No, one of them was dead.
Probably. Yeah, you killed one.
Yes.
Um,
So the kobold and somebody.
the kobold and Gilda.
Gilda.
Snither and Gilda. The
All right.
kobold and the kobold's name was Walmart. But I'll
Yeah.
just have to change that from Snither and Gilda. Oh wait, hold it. No. They seem to know each other. Hiff and Snither were the two halfling teamsters.
Okay.
Gilda comes with Hiff.
Okay.
Hiff and Snither. Gilda, I forgot that Gilda was another halfling.
Okay.
Okay. Which I just have. Oh, I forgot. I would have used a halfling figure, but it's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
This is Snither. Says, look, I did not know where else to go. The New Adventurers Guild was an option, but we have nothing to offer. But if desired, we can all go to set the contract. As long as all parties agree, then you get the credit for the mission.
What's the mission?
Points to Gilda. This is my greater granddam. It was a great grandmother.
Doesn't look. You don't look that old.
Weird things happen when you're possessed. In short, she has a much longer. You didn't talk to her. You talked to the
Leah Solo.
the captain. If you talk to her, you can find that she's been in this daze for over a decade, and she never aged. She went and talked to them after the boat incident. Look, there's these guys. Right? We don't know what the story is. I just listened to them, but I didn't say anything. Came to her friend and said, Granddad, look, I don't know. Evidently, it said something about possession and well, Granddad, you may have lost time, but you didn't lose time. So, hey, welcome back. But you can live your life normal now, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Time was lost, but age was not.
Yep.
He said she should be very much dead.
I'm listening while I rinse this out.
Yeah. And then points to the others, says, look, as a team, we have providing military disregarded goods for destruction. Don't ask how we acquire it. We do. Gilda in her time was helping to distribute these goods. I noticed her ring. I saw this. This is our house ring, a lost house in the Demon Scar War. The house matriarch, lost until now. Please hear her story. I cannot tell you what happened. Last I remember is being in the library reading, then I am here. She should be long dead. She shows you the ring. The family was not noble, but was knighted. Looks at her great grandson. Obviously, long lost in the century since. I have dreams or nightmares. Depends on one's interpretation. But it's more. In your case, you kind of laugh. You know, he does that to me all the time. It depends on your point of view.
Fine. It's one every once in a while.
Says they're very solid, real, remembered. Not like a chaotic dream when things are oddly recognized, usually forgotten, and awakened. Not these. These are like memories intruding in a dream state. I am not me. Not as I was anyway. She runs her hands over her body. This is mine, but not mine. This body went through training. I remember it. Still have the skills and reflexes. She used a staff, but it wasn't her preferred weapon. The critter's preferred weapon was the staff. You can see that she now has a scimitar dagger. That's her. But I do not know when or how. Yet still there's these, it's like breathing. I just know. They are old, older than time. They and others. You see, I learned. Like the skills seem to just be. Like old memories slowly coming back, but never solid, just bits and pieces. Part of that is in the remembrance you tell about the fight she had with you guys, and it's like it was like a dream thing. I remember it, but I don't remember it. You know, the oddities thereof. When the gods came, the parent, they threw out chaos, created what we know, but not really. Only pushed aside. I learned there were great old ones still exist in the chaos of the great fires of the south, the massive ice of the north. For you, it goes, oh, that's kind of where they hang out. They are the chaos that created the fire and created the ice. Now part of the world, a necessary evil. But these old ones still have, always have had followers, worshippers for ages past, ages to come, always will be. They desire return, a return that requires all the gods created destroyed. You smile. Inwardly, anyway. My desire, I'm sorry, they desire return, a return that requires all the gods destroyed, are created destroyed. Chaos returned, and all who worship them do unspeakable things in their name.
Yeah, that fire was pretty.
They are promised a place in the swirl of chaos. Promised that mortals grab onto, not thinking what it means, but treasures, power, given here. immortality. I was a controlled pawn for another, a Yith, a powerful race, blah, 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 a powerful race of great old ones. Even in their type of prison, influence is there. I am proof of this. And she says that she didn't realize the rest of the crew, but them too. The Demon Scar Wars allowed them footholds outside their prisons, and their worshippers are extras, ecstatic. They are happy. Sorry, it was ecstatic. Not like, oh, ecstatic. Dangerously so. But all this craziness, history, story, there is one fundamental truth. They may be rooted out and destroyed. I can't give all the places these cultists and their special resources like foul demons, devils, and other creatures. My dream wakes keep showing the family's old holdings. They are there. They are using my house, my family's home, for their diabolical deeds. The request, job, mission, quest, whatever you wish to call it, is to clear out my holdings so I and my family can reclaim our inheritance, removing their vileness in the process. I have seen them move treasures within, used as resources to pay needed items, bribes, all sorts of things. To get guild potential, they require funds. A payment as payment. As Snither and Hith has said, we can make an agreement there if you are willing.
All right, so
Basically,
they want us to go cleanse.
yeah, clear out their holdings.
Yeah, to the players to gain reputation needed to, but the guild is out to make money for guild expenses, etc. And you make an office, and you set a deal up.
Right, but the thing is they take 10% of something.
They take 10% of whatever that take is. Understand the guild is still new, and there's a major honor system going on. In cases like these, they say, look, we know it's there, we don't know how much it is, and they're relying on an honor system. So let's say you get 1,000 gold, but you want to report 100. At some point or other, somebody will get word out that you had 1,000, and you just dissed the guild. Doesn't mean it happened right away. It could take
It's
years down the
10%,
line.
right?
It's 10%. 10% of everything you find, and or they don't take 10% of, if you take like items, like, hey, this guy's weapons and stuff are good, we're going to resell. They don't take 10% of that.
I believe it's just the gems and
It's gems and coins.
Yeah.
They're not playing with magic items at this point until you get higher level. Then they say, okay, that was worth 50,000. Nah, 10% is, or you sell it. They're not at that stage at this point in this entire campaign because they are building.
Yeah, unless there's an actual set fee. Okay, we're collecting 5,000 to go do this job. They get 500 of that.
Right.
And if we collect anything there, they don't get anything.
No, the guild's
Yeah.
purpose at this stage is they need coins to hire the people to get this place fixed up.
Yeah.
And that takes coins. Magic items ain't going to do it. They have to go find a buyer, and they lose 10% of that.
I'm good with that. I do need to kind of head out.
No, that was a whole storyline to set you up. The problem is the trip is by river a day trip, by land a 3-day trip. You lost the river option.
No, we
You're gonna
didn't.
have to. Yes, you did.
We lost a river option.
No, the primary river option. You can pay. They wouldn't have charged you
Okay.
They would say, hey, give us something, what you find. So let's say you find 5,000 gold. Hey, if you can give us, 10 or 20 gold, it's
I mean, you
fantastic.
can give us a ride right to the castle.
Well, no, you burnt the bridge. The idea of that boat was, if you role played it, it's like, okay, we don't have the funds to pay you outright, but if we keep you on, you could have set them on hold and on
So it's a
contract.
trade, so how much is how many miles is it?
60 miles
60 miles?
by boat. You get there in a day.
Yeah,
By land, 3.
yeah, and it's what, 2 silver a mile?
Yeah, you can pay it easy, but that boat won't sit there and wait for you. That's the difference.
I guess Cinder's gonna pay that one.
They'll take you where the map is and they'll drop you off and then they'll continue on their merry way.
Right.
Whereas you take that's why you made the good contact with those guys. You hire them because they got it reported as a hire,
Yep.
but they will sit there and wait for you. That's the.
Pick a pocket those, don't I? Oh, you didn't know what you were doing?
I always want to do it. I have.
Now you know what you're doing.
Take your nap.
I thought that ship had a core steel core. That was my excuse. I'll stick with
Good
it.
day, son. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
There's a lag. Wait for it.
That's kind of funny. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't shown Ron yet. Hold on a minute. Very long.
Oh, yes. The ship had burnt down. You lost everything anyway in that manner, but
Yeah.
the idea of the ship was the con.
Yeah. Contact. Yeah.
You got a good contact with Gilda, but it's not for both. Yeah. Yeah, you hire them normal, the teamsters. Like I said, the boat are not having it. This is a route. The wagon you hire you do is there. The one thing to do with there and back, plus understand this. You will need to know that you will need to hire your force, merchant, protect it from USDIGs. Or I will fill it, or you know this, with a cost. So you've got I looked at the thing that treasure that you got on that level 2 was a level 5 board. The original writing on it, I used it and everything that was in there was what they said this and won't exist. I was like, okay. And I got curious as what it was, and I hit level 5. I hit level 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 was as close to that as I saw. So it looks like it was level 5. But the Dragon magazine that's a magazine. But they were giving us this stuff. Okay, so you have to run the other soft actually. I'm not stopping it. You'll figure it out. Oh my word. Well, yes, read
I was thinking, don't get the post. That's just. It was there. That was just here. Or like you said, I was to release it, that was very. Yeah, that's the possible. Good. It's good. Like, oh, I know. And evidently that one is all in one place.